Hello to those who came to my reading. Let's get right into it. So, this is gonna be pile one, two, three, and four. Hello to those who've chosen pile one. How does your person feel about you? This is going to be separated into 9 different little sections. Typically, how long a Celtic cross would be, I think it would be like 10. I don't have enough space to put little Celtic cross in the frame. I'm going to do it in the first little section. This one is going to be your person's true intentions towards you. And I was getting that the 2 of Swords right there was slowly and cutely and all giggity getting closer and trying to get to know the 5 of Water there. And then the Judgment card has no idea the 2 even exists. I'm getting that song by SZA, and she's like, love, as long as they got love. With the 2 of Swords, this is this person's true intentions, and that's to hold you in an embrace, like wrap you specifically around them. They don't want you around their finger. It's more of being in your presence and kind of encapsulating you. Maybe this person would resonate with this. I had a person that I was sleeping with. I'm not gonna lie, he was pretty pussy whipped, and one of the things he told me was he wished that he could feel what it's like being inside me, like up in there, just to take a nap in there. Like that's definitely the long lines of what this person would say. I'm not gonna call it like this person's being obsessed. I just, people who are unique, and whenever they feel romantic emotions, they like to express it in a very creative way. That's how this person likes to do it. Like, don't take it as being obsessive. There with the 2 of Swords in reverse, that means that you can take it as this person's creepy, they're overwhelming. Keep on saying that they're like endearing you, they like you, they keep on wanting to take you on to dates, but the more and more it's like, wow, this person is really obsessed with me and this and that. But don't flatter yourself, to be honest. You're not the first person that this person has told this stuff to. Because there it's in reverse, because that's them not breaking baggage from the past, and that's them only having their sights on you, whatever their intentions is with you. This person is aware that you are dating a particular person, or you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend here with the 5 of Water. That's them objectively viewing you from afar. I told you about the little romantic emotions, like it's cute and all. This person's actually very, very logical. That's coming up as like a masculine trait. They're seeing y'all two's connection as the masculine keeps on calling shots, keeps on taking the lead. This gives me the vibes of they wouldn't be surprised if the masculine tries to tell the feminine what to wear. If the feminine wants to go out to eat somewhere and then they give a bunch of recommendations, the masculine's like, I don't like any of those. I want to go here, so we're gonna go here. And then the feminine just obliges. The feminine is just kind of just go with the flow, like not really caring, just kind of carefree. Whatever the masculine wants to do, they'll do it. But this is a disharmonious agreement. You get me? This is being over agreeable in a toxic way that the feminine is doing, but at the same time, it's giving leeway for the masculine to be able to take control and do whatever they want with the connection and steer it. This person, their intentions too is not only to entrap the feminine, right? And it's like a sense of escapism. I think their fantasies, they want to be not only the feminine's fantasy, which I assume I'm gonna say you want to help you escape from this connection. If you're not in a relationship, or if this person does not know enough information about you to know that you're dating anyone, they think that this is the type of masculine energies that you always fall for, or this is definitely how your last connection was. But this is facts, because they found this out from other people if they have never talked to you. They fantasize about crying over your ex, or you crying over this masculine energy that's being in its malefic power, you crying to them, and then them caretaking you, them caressing you, them enveloping you, and then you allowing it, and slowly there with the two of swords, that's them bringing clarity to you about a very difficult or murky situation. Slowly but surely you'll come to a realization that this person is the one for you, or this person is the one that can help protect you or help you if this is a platonic connection, because you would know if this is romantic. They also really like your breasts. If you have freckles, that's something that they really love about you. They to stare at your, sorry, just hit it, but they would like to stare at your face and analyze every single freckle on your face or a single mole on your face. Even pimples, like this person would love to pop them. This person's just very dutiful and they just want to pamper you. Be the opposite of whatever this controlling masculine energy is that you have in your life or that you have had in your life, and that's a pattern of behavior for you to always fall for. But as we're coming here with the judgment in reverse, there's a reason why it's once again in reverse. Over here, remember how I told you the judgment has no idea the two exist? So I don't think you have any idea this person either exists or that they even have any type of emotions towards you. Keep in mind that I can see how this is platonic emotions. Like this is how a brother or a father would feel towards you. You would know. If you both have had a little flirty eye contact, clearly there's romantic intentions there, okay? Their true intentions towards you. This might be foreshadowing for later on, but here it's in reverse because you not only do you not know about their emotions towards you, but this sense of escapism is being projected onto this. They think that you have flighty nature, you like to do many things on your own, you're independent. Just something about grandiosity, very creative, and it shows in the way that you dress or the way you do your hair, the way you just hold yourself, the way you walk, the way you talk. And you have a lot of things going on. You always have a lot of little projects going on. And the point's like you're focused on all these things except for them. They would love to keep it that way. That's at least what I'm seeing over here with their true intentions. They don't want to bother to enter in and disrupt this microbiome you got going on, you know? They just want to observe you from afar. Even though I told you that this is their fantasy to be at one with you, help you escape this toxic connection or escape toxic dynamics, they're not about to take any action anytime soon. That would be the last thing in their mind, is to take action. Just want to live in fantasy la land all day. Now, this next section is going to be the obstacles, challenges that this person's going to face regarding their feelings towards you. As soon as I put down the Ace of Cups, I got abundance after abundance after abundance. With the King of Earth, there is no obstacles or challenges in this person's way to attack you. So this person may have abrasive language or an abrasive way of taking action on things. The reason why they want to avoid even talking with you or expressing their romantic feelings towards you, if it's romantic, you would know if this is brotherly love. They're scared of scaring you off. They see you there with the King of Earth as like a delicate little creature that needs to be held and caressed and beautiful. Oh, this feels like Beauty and the Beast. There you go. They know that they're the Beast. You're just beautiful little Belly. What's her name? Bella? I forgot. Belle. This person has a deep sense of like regret and insecurity. The regret comes from past connections. Their connections did not end well because people either used them. If this person got cheated on, they're still not over the fact that the other person that this person was in connection with at the time was cheating on with was an upgrade compared to them in their eyes. But they're with the earth, like this is a very realistic, once again, this person's very realistic. It was facts. Like this person, let's say, had a bigger DICK or had bigger boobies, bigger butt, like a model, and then it's just like, look at me. If this person did not have any issues with any past connections, it's just them looking at you like, how could I be enough for you? What can I do to be better for you? You know how I told you before, they wanted to kind of conform to your likes or wants. When I was thinking of that, I was like, well, maybe this person wants to appeal to your ideal type, but it's not even that. Like, this person likes who they are and wants to continue being who they are, but it's like what facets in my personality will pile one really, really like, so that way I can upplay them. Technically, they know too that there is absolutely no obstacles. There is nothing stopping them from expressing anything to you. It's a matter of them stop being in their head and being so analytical and realistic about the outcome. This little fairy looking down here, and it's the Hermit card. I'm getting that song by Ariana Grande, and it's Seven Rings, and it's the part where it's like do 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 do, bottles and bottles, the girls with tattoos who like getting in trouble. You know how I told you this person is has an abrasive nature. Abrasive, if you don't know what that means, is just very like aggressive and just outright in your face, like da 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 da. Okay, this is not your ex. So this is not your ex. This is like a new person because this may be an indicator of the type of people that you attract. You know how I told you that they know that you attract over masculine men who just are very probably very controlling. This person can come off like they have this tendency. Now we'll see if they do. Odds are they do, but it's just really interesting to see the kind of people you attract. But anyways, so this is a challenge. This is a challenge that they don't see coming. They will see this obstacle once they want to take action. It's coming on way too strong. So this person is an extreme. So it's either they have no contact with you at all, they're just simply observing. If this person even has the slightest itch to want to talk to you, they will just run at you full force and talk a million miles an hour. Sure to just be like, hey, I like you a lot. Like, I noticed you this and that. Can I get your number? Another obstacle is social decorum. This abrasive nature is they get what they want when they want it, or they just take action on what they want to do. Neglecting social decorum, which could mean neglecting, let's say, like if you're their boss. After asking your number, then let's say if you were to give it to them, from then on out, it starts being very informal. They just start calling you by your first name instead of like Mrs. or Mr. something. Something about the social hierarchy where they'll just completely neglect it if you were to bring them in. Also, if you have coworkers or friends around, because of their abrasive nature, they could care less about the people around you. The only reason why they would be nice or like decent to the people around you is because you care about them or because you called them out on being rude to them. But this person is first going to be rude. It's going to be so obvious that they just don't care. They don't care about them. They're only there because of you. And that, in a sense, is like a to this little squirrel and these two birds, but they're just like, I don't really care. I just want to what? That being said, too, I think it would be a shock to the people around y'all, especially your people, that this person would be coming up to you or talking to you, wanting to get to know you. It wouldn't make any sense. Now, another challenge too is if you were to take them on their offer and want to sleep with them, talk with them, date with them, whatever, they read too much in the little signs. Person feels very like young or doe-eyed whenever it comes to connections. This person has a very deep, true love for you, okay? Their intentions are really cute. I haven't really gone anything too sexual. Once they're deep in it, they're close with you. If you're looking at other people, if you can't help but accidentally glance at someone's butt but then you look away, like that's gonna really hurt them. If you're talking to someone and then they're like, oh, who is this? And then you're just like, oh, I don't need to explain to you, or just this person, they're my ex, but it's just what, like, that would hurt this person a lot, but they wouldn't tell you. They don't express their hurt feelings because they don't want to come off as too controlling or too overbearing, too much to handle, or too high maintenance. This is very, very toxic because, like they need to set boundaries if they haven't an issue that if you're hurting their feelings because of an action, they deserve someone who will stop doing that action. Just know that about this person, that whenever it comes to stuff that they're offended by that you do, or stuff that they think that are wrong that you do, they're not going to tell you. This next section is on how does this person think you feel towards them. I'm getting this kid song I've heard before. It's such a nostalgic song. I have no idea who they're by, but it's like, let's have a dance with Henry, da da da. And it was like in a Christmas special. Now I'm getting Toxic by Britney Spears looking here at the Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Cups, they're really seeing you as you're sexy and you know it. You know you're the shit, you know you're that bitch. You got a bunch of, photos on social media. You're like, I just know people have dirt talk to them, but it is what it is. I'm just that bitch. They think that you suffer from pretty privilege, and I'm saying suffer because you know how I told you it's Beauty and the Beast, and they're like the Beast. Maybe that's what they think is pretentious about you, is that you're beautiful and you know it, and you know how to use it to finesse your way to the top. You're aware that you have little followers around you, or you're aware that you have so many suitors, people gawking at you, people who have little crushes on you, and you're just like, I'm just doing my own thing though. Like, I don't really care. Just feel like you're in your own island, own lane, and it's hard to find other people who match your kind of energy, or who just definitely deserve your energy to have an equal give and take with. So over here, once again, the King of Pentacles coming out, like how in the last one came out, and they're seeing you as the King of Pentacles this time. Starving for a new day, new stimulation. They feel like you're tired of your current environment. This isn't really about romance now. This is in general. Unsatisfied with your career. But they don't see you sitting around like doing nothing about it. They see you as an action oriented person, but they just don't know what you're doing, but they're aware that you feel unsatisfaction about your current environment. That's why I think that this person knows people that know you, or somehow they're able to get some type of information on like your personal life. And there with the Emperor connected, that's you. And this is my nice parts of your Aries. Got something in there because that's you choosing to go towards the path of career focusing and just not focusing on your romantic friendships. You're trying to build your wealth at the same time work on yourself, and it's like I cannot prioritize all four at once. I need to just focus on two, which is just focus on yourself and your well-being, and also on your career and your finances. And this person really respects that. There with the Knight of Earth, they see you as a loyal companion, even though you're beautiful, or you are coming off as like your non-committal phase of life you're in. Whenever you settle down, whenever you're in a relationship with someone, that's all you see. You're not the type of person to cheat. And with the Knight of Earth here, coming up as a Virgo, to be honest, they see you as, oh, this is the Virgo card. Whoa. I just realized that. You perfect the people that are in connections with you, so you want to better them. You give them career advice. You give them advice on how to take care of their skin, take care of their hair, take care of their clothes. They think that you know a bunch of like DIYs or a lot of like random facts whenever it comes to like the household cleaning strategies, to make time more efficient. This is also showing that they see you as like a really good housewife, and you would make a really good wife whenever it comes to having children, making dinner, being a loyal partner, an equal give and take. They see you as very healthy. You are definitely a marriage candidate. Getting the same vibes as the Judgment reverse in the beginning over here with the Two of Wands. This connection, they think you have no idea of it, or you don't see it coming at all in this physical reality. It's more of them watching you, making assumptions about you, but they think that these are correct assumptions. Somehow I do believe them. They got connections like that. I don't know how. How do they think you see them? So now it's coming over here. So this is going to start talking about how they think you see them. They see this as your obstacle, is to get past their history with men and or women. This person has had, what is the word, liaisons, unwise liaisons, unwise sexual encounters. This could also hint here, I'm really getting it. I think this is the sun symbol too, is really coming out that this person has a sexual disease. So they could have herpes, which by the way, there's a huge stigma on it that it's just horrible when a bunch of the population has it. I'm just warning you. This person could have HIV, they could have AIDS, some type of sexual disease, or they have had chlamydia before, they have had gonorrhea before, the curable STDs. They assume that you already know this, because I think that you know people. They're messy in connections, messy with feminine energy. There with the Four of Wands here, that's supposed to be like, ooh, it's the twin flame card. It's the marriage card, but I'm really getting that you are not inviting them to the party, you don't want to see them at the party, you will kick them out of the party because they have nothing to do with your life and you don't want them to have anything to do with your life. You're content with the people that you have. Once again, over here, you're unsatisfied with your environment. The last thing you want to do is add in new people. You don't need that because you want to focus on your finances. A moat, is that what it's called? Where there's a huge circle of wall and then there's river like a pond and then there's like one bridge to enter inside the castle. You got a moat and they can't cross it. I think that's what it's called. And here with the Eight of Air, they think that you see your energy as alluring, intoxicating. Once again, it's reflecting back here with the Ace of Cups. You're a prize a lot of masculine people want to possess, and they're just one of the many suitors. They're just one of the many people who want to possess you. And it's just like no surprise. It's disgusting. Like they're disgusting. You don't want anything to do with them. This next section is going to be your person's past feelings towards you. With the Three of Swords here, this person had no resentment or animosity towards you. This person thinks that you group them with bad people or that this person's the type to be petty. Other men who degrade women who are strong in their energy and know themselves automatically assume bad judgments on them, bad characters. So they're just reiterating to you that they didn't feel any animosity or any ill will towards you because you're strong in your energy. They're actually, with the Three Swords, they had no emotions towards you. They didn't even know who you were. You didn't really stand out to them. So you were like the other flock of the pack, just minding your own. Not surprised if y'all had schooling together or y'all had to go to multiple events together because of work. You both just could not care less about each other, and it is what it is. There's nothing bad about it. Especially this person too did not want to get to know you, but they saw it as a mirror, like you also didn't want to, and it's all good. Because you're coming up as the girl. I've got the word fuck toy. They saw you a fuckable person in a way this person objectified you. Oh, I told you that this person thinks that you group them with bad people or misogynistic people. I can see this misogynistic side spilling, oozing over here with the Five of Fire. Just like how I would fuck you, I would also fuck your friend. Maybe even fuck that other girl who, on a scale of 1 to 10 of prettiness, they're like a 2, but I don't really care. They just want another body count. Yeah, this is them really living in the prime of their materialistic ways. They thought that this is their way of living their primal life. I'm surprised if this person thought that they were like an alpha male. Regurgitated content. You know that content where it's just super misogynistic and all about traditional values. There's nothing wrong with traditional, but warping it to benefit the male perspective gaze, objectifying women, seeing them as beneath them, that there's someone that they need to take care of, that they need to lead. Because I feel like whatever I'm saying is what I was saying in the beginning, how they saw that you went after men or you tend to attract men who are like this, who are materialistic, who are misogynistic. So they were once like those men that you used to fuck or date or go out with, was a boyfriend or girlfriend to you. And there with the Five of Earth on the bottom, that's them saying, I'm minding my own. You could do your thing, I'm doing my thing. For an example, over here, this girl dropped a bunch of stuff, probably from her bag, and she literally just put her bag on the ground. Your person would definitely not help you walk and mind your own, but at the same time, if this person also dropped their stuff on the ground, they don't expect you to help them. There's respect in having no respect for each other. There you go. This feels like such a Gen Z type of connection way of going about things in this modern era of materialism. You give me of social media. Now, looking back on how they felt towards you, here with the Chariot, what they didn't see coming was their emotions for you, how loving and doting they're going to start feeling from here on out after the past. So I assume this is segueing into presently and in the future, that they see you as wife material. They want to be homebound with you, respect you, your autonomy in your space, They don't definitely want to objectify you at all. And I think this person actually is in love with your features. And what I mean by that is if you're black, like let's say if you have super ashy elbows or like you tend to have like ashy knees, ashy legs, they like the imperfections like that. They like the fact that you have an embarrassing scar like on your face that you wish you never had, the misplaced weird mole on your leg, or whatever insecurities you have, they specifically want to know your insecurities so that way they can love them. But now it's segueing into that, into their emotions and them seeing you as a family person. They want to start having a family, they need to start planning for that. So maybe you knew this person in high school or in the past, in middle school. This would kind of make sense too with the mob mentality here that you both were indulging in at the time. So now it's getting into your person's present feelings towards you. Not really gonna try moving in a frame because I'm too lazy, but here's the Four of Swords, here is the Eight of Pentacles. Whenever I put down the Four of Swords, I was getting you're honoring and commemorating your ancestors. There's a song by Doja Cat and it's called Streets, and I'm getting the beginning part, probably like the first 30 seconds of it, here in this universe card that's playing in the back. They know that they're the one for you. This is them reaching spiritual enlightenment, them receiving a download. They are not spiritual themselves, that they went to a psychic. They specifically mentioned the beginning of your initials, how you look like. It drew you also, and it's like, it's duh. It's PA 1. They found out something about you or got insight into the future where now they know that you're the one for them. With the high priestess over here, it's reiterating the karmic wheel or the karmic cycle that they're in. They have to go through, and you two have to go through many karmic cycles before you both reach the pinnacle, which is matrimony. They feel humbled by the fact that they have received this information already, and they're going to act in accordance to make sure that this comes out the most beautiful way it can. They're definitely not going to self sabotage or fuck it up. Even though I did tell you about their impulsive tendencies or aggressive tendencies, they're not about to lay a finger on you. This person is in love with the thought of being in love with you, but also in love with the thought of making love to you, love having children. Like I'm telling you, this person has very sensual, homebound intention, wants, and desires with you, and they're slowly building that. This person is willing to take on the burden of knowing this information for years until it's meant to come into fruition. So this person has so much patience, y'all. This person is waiting for the time when divine will say it's okay for you two to come together. And here with the Eight of Pentacles, they literally see you doing the same thing as them, as in you both are in your own lanes, you both are focusing on your career. You want to find different ways how to make revenue. You're trying to find different DIY things. DIYs like sewing, patching up your shoe, learning how to patch up a hole in your wall because your brother accidentally punched it, so now you gotta redo it all over again. You know, you're learning little things by yourself that'll help you in the home. And the home can do with your clothes, can do with the food, you know, whatever. And they're doing their own thing, but the difference is that they see it as they have the knowledge or insight into this. So despite this being their current feelings, it's so weird. It keeps on seeping into the future and their piles because here with the Queen of Earth, they can't help it. They're thinking of you, fantasizing about you from afar. You know how I told you this person has a very impulsive nature? They're gonna need to at least see you. You two are very distant. This is the High Priestess card in hell. Being isolated, having that divine wisdom, and this is them. It's like I can't help it. I can't. Oh no, I have to see power. You're gonna see it as like that's kind of weird that this person's at this event. You know, they don't really seem like the type of person to like art. They don't seem like the type of person to like dancing. Or maybe they just knew someone. I could picture you going on this reading thinking, oh well, this person is like random, but I just keep on seeing them, keep on noticing that they're looking at me. Let me just see. Let me just see. With the star card, you could be an Aquarius. You want to know what this could be? This could be like a gay relationship. So I'm really getting that with the star. You come off as a type of person who would like to like cross dress, bend the norms whenever it comes to dressing. You know how I told you that they said or they noticed that you dress creatively? This is what is seeping in, but now I'm getting specifics. Like you could be a man, but you like to wear skirts or earrings or makeup. You could be a woman, you like to walk around like in your sports bra, or you have a really short haircut, like it's you playing on the norms of what's expected of your gender. Surprised if you're also non-binary. But anyways, you're coming up as a very unique individual. So yes, they don't see this coming, is that they're gonna want to start seeing you more in person, and that's what's gonna seep into the future and how they feel towards you. But now what the justice is that boom, boom, you know how the universe is here. Well, ooh, it's matching here with the justice because you're also going to be gifted divine knowledge about this connection. I'm saying about this connection, you're going to refuse to think it's about this connection. You're going to think, oh, okay, it's just letting me know that I'm going to get married. Or my spirit guides or something letting me know I'm going to get married in like a few years. I'm going to get married when I turn this age, or I'm gonna start having children, start wanting children at this age. Like it's you starting to receive downloads into like the Akashic records that has to deal with your life and the life events. So this is you like jotting them down. But this is different than them because I can see how they went to psychic but this is you straight up just receiving divine downloads with whatever god or deities you work with, whatever it is, angels. And you know how I told you over here is aligned with the ancestors, the Four of Swords? This is what you also don't see. This person's kind of in cahoots with your ancestors. What that means is, I'm gonna say in the spiritual and in the physical. So in the spiritual, this person has read thoroughly or is aware of the whole contract that you both are gonna have together eventually, right? Soul contract or marriage contract, whatever it is. And your ancestors are all for it. If anything, your ancestors are currently assisting them right now in life in whatever endeavors they want to pursue so that way they can fasten the process so that way you both can come together in matrimony. With that being said, it's not just in money because your person is thinking, Pound One's ancestors are helping me with money. Like, that's so nice of them. But no, like, it's not just that. It's also in escalating the feelings that they feel towards you. This one more thing before I say in the physical reality is you have access to these ancestors that are giving them this information so you can easily like do like a little investigation that will probably take you like 15 minutes 20 minutes and like you'll find out what exactly they've told your person because you have access to this divine wisdom. Now in the physical reality, you know how I told you this person was aware of stuff that like it seemed very personal, so I'm like they bound to like know friends about you before this person ever wants to meet up and get to know you, you know, take you out. This person wants to already have an idea of who your family is and have them have an idea of who they want to have them simmer in everyone's mind, make a great impression and control the narrative. So I'm not surprised if your person has already tried talking to or is going to in the future start talking with your siblings or with your family members, getting their numbers, assisting them, volunteering, helping out with their sync breaks, being that kind of person, being the go-to person whenever it comes to family events, social gatherings. So yeah, it's really interesting how this is all playing out. This next section is how your person's future feelings are going to turn out. So in the future, to preface this person is going to always have you in the back of their mind. When someone going to check up on you on social media or with other people and think, how is Powin doing? I hope that they're safe. Are they in a connection? I hope that it's safe for Powin. Just know that because here with the Seven of Pentacles, this person is testing out their options. So they're sleeping with people once again. They're not dating people, they're sleeping with other people. This time, I'm not surprised that this person ends up being bi curious here in the near future. I don't know if they were bi before. They're definitely bi curious now, so they're testing that out. Expanding their branches whenever it comes to self expression, which is great because I think that's what this person lacked before. You know how this person was silently observing you, and the way they were going to express themselves, even if they were to come up to you, would not have been great. Been a great outcome. This is great that they're trying to find their self expression not only through their sexuality, but this is like them trying to find out new hobbies, them making new friends, them wondering, what is my ideal type? Questioning things about what they like. their preferences, and it's good that they're trying to find themselves. To be honest, this has absolutely nothing to do with you. They'll probably think about you once a day, maybe check up on you social media, but other than that, they got stuff to do, they're living life, they're just unbothered. But they also assume that you're too, that you're doing the same thing as them. So yeah, I mean, this is the next section. I just went straight into recording instead of like showing whenever I was putting them down. This is going to be on how does society, people in general, view y'all's connection together, and this honestly seems like a whole lot of mess. So here with the Three of Swords, I was getting that this is the crux of what everything is built off of, and it's on the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. And then I was getting like a phrase from like an anime character, and it was saying, "This is it. This is what's gonna save." Got what it was, but it was the King of Air in reverse. This is just a whole lot of mess. And it totally makes sense over here on the masculine side for the Two of Cups in reverse to show up, matches with the true intentions there with the two also being in reverse. So the Three of Swords is a crux that everything is built off of, and I'm getting that society views you two coming together as a joke. Now, this could mean either that you guys are way too young, take life too seriously, to take your connection together seriously, or it's just not societally accepted. Society views it that way, but y'all's family views it differently. You want to know what this feels like? Okay, I'm going to mention this. I have siblings. The first two of us are we're the older ones, right? And then there's the other sibling. We've noticed a pattern where people we've been in long-term connections with are the ones that we're meant to be with. Or along the lines of like spirituality, their families were super powerful spiritually. It's very an odd trend that my family has with that so far. I don't know what the other siblings will have, but that's what I'm getting over here because society views it as like, oh, this should never work, this should never come together. But then y'all's families view it different. Your families are either spiritual or they see things from a higher perspective. There's nuance in situations. Let's say if there's an age gap or if y'all are from two different types of households, types of ways of living, cultures, your families are open minded in the options that y'all bring forth. Effectively, this looks like this shouldn't work out, but y'all's families would actually be pretty understanding, especially the family or the families that are very spiritual. See, this is the Lover's card, by the way, beautiful. But over here at the Two of Cups in reverse, the male presenting one wants a family, like, and they see that in the woman presenting one. You can tell that the male thinks that she's the one. He's ready to settle down whenever she's ready, and it's all up to her. She can call the shots. She guides the way. He admires her beauty. Like, it just feels so encapsulating and adorable, bro. Imagine seeing a grown, buff, bearded man having such ooey gooey, adorable little chuckles, act all childlike with someone. That's what this female presenting person like brings out from him. And here with the death card is how the woman's coming off to everyone else in the connection. She's dancing around the truth, or she can't see that he's interested in her, or she's refusing to see. Her main objective is just to focus on herself for the time being. For the time being, I mean like a few years. So at least this is how her family views it. I'm saying her, you already know whatever pronouns, I don't care. I'm just saying her because these are women coming up. So the men that try to pin her down, it just does not end up working out because she's embodying over here with the King of Air. So that's having many new ideas, wanting to travel, wanting to talk and meet with many, many people. They cannot be kept on a leash. The woman's family sees it as this person is too flighty to be in a commitment and has not met someone who they want to take seriously. Odds are this woman probably has expressed this to her family. But yeah, like they're probably gonna stay single forever. Let's say the connections that this woman's been with, but prior to whatever you two are gonna have together in the future, they're just like annoyance or like pests. The woman was objectifying them because they were just using them for like their status, just to say that they had a boyfriend or a girlfriend, but they just really were not that interested in them. They just want to do their own thing. And society and other people, everyone else sees this woman as they're just straight up not even the connection, they're just gone. They don't ever hit up the guy. The guy's the one that's always hitting her up. She never reaches out. She never has a equal give and take in the connection. This next section is on Spirit's advice on how to handle this connection. With the Page of Swords, I'm getting the song by Kanye West, and he's like, I can't stop, 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 da, 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 da. Oh, it's called Who Would Stop Me, I think. Spirit's advice for you. If you don't know the truth about this connection, you're going to find out. Like, you're bound to find out soon. The Akashic Record, I've had done some spiritual traveling before. I think it was the Akashic Records. It was some type of library thing that I had access to. Very hard to describe, but it was guarded, so I couldn't barely get any information. But the point is, I was not allowed there, you know? I kind of got kicked out. But that guard will not be there. You have full access to whatever pertains to this connection, but also about your life goals, what your life journey is going to be, how many children are you going to have, who's going to be your best friend, is anyone in your life going to stay a permanent currently, all types of information you have that you still need to tap into. So first, Spirit's advice is to do that. And now this is the Four of Cups, and I'm getting the word ruminating. Once you find out this information, I'm warning you that you're going to go into a depressive state because it's you having to come to terms with the kind of person you are going to become. I'm not surprised if in the Akashic Records you ended up finding out that you're going to become the exact opposite person you want to become. Let's say you always told yourself, I don't want to be like my mom, I don't want to be like my dad, but you end up turning out exactly like this. You're living life right now where you have full control over it and you feel like the outcome is you're going to be put on a leash and expected to follow social decorum, social norms, not be a wanderer and nomad, do whatever you want to do whenever you want to. You're going to have to be homebound. And to you, it's like, well, if I'm homebound, I might as well be bedridden. I'm this is you taking it to that extreme, you know, and being kind of sad about finding out this information. So it's you ruminating on it, not doing anything it for a while. The thing is here is Spirit's advice is for you not to stay stuck in this rumination and for you not to even bother entering into rumination mode because it's going to be very difficult for you to get out of it. And what I mean by difficult is it can take a lot of years. It could even end up self sabotaging what is meant for you at certain dates. So I'm very much warning you, okay? Just gotta accept it, sweetie. I was not the same person I was 4 years ago. Why would you expect a person who you are going to be in 4 years to be who you are now, to have the wants, needs, and goals you have now? See it that way, okay? Stop focusing on you. I see this whole time you kind of have a tendency to be selfish. So stop being so damn selfish. Look at the bigger picture. Stop looking at the little minuscule details. Anyways, Spirit's advice is instead of ruminating, if you find yourself to where you end up being like, oh, I'm gonna hate the person I'm trying to be, like, blah, blah, like stressing about it, there with the Ace of Fires, Spirit's telling you, how about you focus on making amends and closing off cycles? You have a lot of people pursuing you, or you've had a lot of sexual liaisons, you've left things on bad terms with exes, let's say, they're advising you to close these karmic cycles out to make sure that they don't come back in to ruin your future. Focus on preparing for the future, is what I mean, rather than focusing the fact that you're going to turn out the person you are going to be. What are you going to do? Ruminate? What is ruminating going to do? Not going to change anything, bro. I know I'm saying this, but I feel bad because now I'm getting more deeper into this why you're also ruminating, why you're also gonna, in a sense, be depressed. And here with the Three of Earth, that's you also spiritually. You can't escape the information you found out. So it's one thing in the physical reality. Okay, Naomi, I'll try my best to not ruminate, trying to close off cycles. But then you go to meditation mode and you have to connect with whoever you connect with, right? In this spiritual realm, or let's say even astrally in your dreams. Past baggage is starting to be thrown at you. Do you understand what I mean? If you go on a vacation, you expect to see nothing, hear nothing of work. or see nothing, hear nothing of your friends, of your family. You just want to be alone. And even in the times when you want to be alone, you can't even be alone spiritually. Even in meditation mode, you're being thrown, oh, why don't you remember that time when you were raped when you were 8? Why don't you remember that time whenever your best friend literally backstabbed you? And you also did not process that, so now you have to process. You now having to go back in the past and take action in your memories and to fully process and heal from whatever's happened to you. It's throwing you in the line of fire and healing now that you found out this information. And overall, you're just in a bad period of time. And don't be surprised if this lasts for at least 4 years. And what's not going to help is that you could draw this whole process longer by choosing to be sad and wanting to keep your mind blank and wanting to choose to do no action, which therefore leads to you being depressed, which can affect your money, can affect your connections with other people. During this time, you're probably going to struggle with other mental health issues. So, yeah, I just feel bad. It is not good for you. Sorry, man. Sorry, you gotta go. This last section is going to be what is going to be the near future outcome of your connection together. When I wrote out what kind of questions I was going to be asking for the different sections in this picker card, this was supposed to be the outcome of your connection, but they forced me to ask the near future outcome. I did tell you the future, which was y'all are going to do y'all's own thing and mind y'all's own, but the near future outcome, maybe near future to spirit, is like in a few years. So I did say you're going to be stuck in rumination mode for 4. In the grand scheme of things, that's even not a long time at all. With the 2 of Pentacles over here, Spirit's trying to tell you stop doubting yourself. Don't doubt your abilities. Don't doubt your intuition. I'm telling you, you're going to be in a down bad period for a while. That can kind of fuck with you sometimes, okay? I can see. Seems like a hard thing to go through. Thank God I'm not going through it. That's why I feel bad for you because you were going to go through it. Your intuition has told you what the Akashic records, the downloads you received, so believe it. Stop trying to find things, other pick cards, other readers to verify what you found out. It's not just that. This is your whole intuition in general, mid crisis type of spiritual thing. So, what helps is that I'm currently going through this. I'm gonna give you an example so that way you can prepare for what's about to come. Because even though I tell you, you're not gonna be ready for it, I would not have been ready for it. I got certain downloads about the future in my life. The time has come, or the time came, when I was supposed to reap the rewards of what I got from my spiritual downloads into this physical reality. And I just started freaking out. I think it was going to be the day or two before it was going to come into fruition. I had a mental health crisis and it was my fault. Honestly, I feel like I self sabotaged it. My emotions were just so up and down, I could not even function. Even in this physical reality, I had to go into hermit mode spiritually, also physically. It sounds so odd, right? Like, you know that something amazing is going to happen, or amazing things are going to happen to you. All you have to do is sit your ass down and be patient, and that's what I was doing for these past few months. And all I had to do was wait for, like, at the most 2, 3 days. That's all. I had to do the same thing. Sometimes I have these flare ups emotionally, and it just happened. And it is what it is. But my point is that something like this could happen to you. Technically, it makes no sense why doubting. I was going very self-deprecating mode. I was trying to objectively view it, and I was like, I don't even my intuitive abilities. I don't even doubt the fact that I have a connection with Source or with any spiritual being because I know that it's real. Because I know the signs and synchronicities that I have received before in the past, so they are real. It's just me not being ready for what's to come. So just grow a pair and face your fears. do what has to be done, which is honestly with the justice card is to grow up. Accept your fate, accept the reality that we all have to eventually in life settle down. It's rare for people to be nomads. It's rare for people to forever be single or forever be restless, be traveling. We all got to settle down someday. I mean, God, look at Leo DiCaprio, right? That's his name. It's embarrassing. He only dates women in their young 20s or in their teens. That's just disgusting. Predatory. You look up to Leonardo DiCaprio? Yeah, I think not. Grow up. Accept the coming of age, the coming into old adulthood. So over here with the Nine of Swords, that's your reluctance to accepting it. But I do see you following Spirit's plan throughout this whole thing. I don't even see you deviating it, ironically, even though you're miserable. As you come to accept this, don't be surprised if you become more closer with your family or you want to be a part of familial affairs. And that could have to do with other people besides the people that you're related to. Your friends' family affairs, you're trying to mediate, you're trying to help them clean, help them out in the garage, help them out whenever they want to go to Disney World or something. You want to start being a part of a family unit. You're trying to mimic how to handle certain situations whenever it comes to a family. What's healthy? What is not healthy? What about me is healthy? What about me is not healthy? What are the benefits of flaws I can have in the household? And over here, actually, with the devil card, this is actually liking the idea of settling down, you yearning for your own home, your own household. That's a very interesting type transition from trying to mimic and observe other families to wanting your own. And it's like, well, I can't do it all myself. I gotta have a loyal friend with me, a loyal comrade too. Oh, this is so cute, guys. You did seem miserable though throughout all this, but and now it's coming to your person. So over here with the Three of Wands, that's your person. By the time you're at the stage where you want a family, you want to find a partner, you want to settle down, they're going to have slept with countless women or men. When I told you they were testing out their sexuality or finding out what they like in general with sexual expression that does not have to do with matters of sex. Sexual expression can be shown in art without showing like nudity, you get me? Or music, whatever. They're definitely going to be single, that's my point. By the time you want to settle down, with the Tower card here, ironically, the tables have turned. They actually don't want to move out of this flighty energy, this non committal energy. Spirit's going to set up events. They're going to first warn this person, probably spiritually or through a psychic, that you're coming in full ready for a commitment. Spiritually, they're like trying to put on an act, or maybe let's say to psychic, they're like, oh yeah, wow, this is great. I'm ready. This is what I've been waiting for. But over here, with the go back home, right, with the tower, this is them being like, why? Why God? Why now? Why now? And they're probably gonna cry. They're gonna go through the same mourning process that you did. Like they have to grow up. They're gonna bitch and moan about it for a while. The difference between you and them is with a mirror card, that's like a speed up card. That's like a get rich scheme card. That's I'm trying to relate this in terms of video games. Your health is only at 100 and your max was like at 3,000. This merit card gives you not only 3,000 back, but another 3,000. This person is a lot more proactive whenever it comes to learning this lesson. Because this is them bitching and moaning as they're blocking all their bitches and all their sneaky links, unfollowing Instagram models. You get me, like getting their life prepared to have someone come in and settle down after all the bitch and moaning, which is probably going to last at the most 2 months. It's going to take them a really fast process to hurry the fuck up. With the hermit, they're going to seek you out. This is just what is foretold. They already knew this was going to happen and they were waiting for it. And by the time they got the warning signal, okay, like you're ready, then like they're just going to go and seek you out. It's gonna pursue you. So yeah, that was a very interesting ending, Bob. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Good luck on your journey. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose to in part 2. So you want to know how does your person feel about you? I'm going to tell you this 9 different little sections that's supposed to be mimicking like a Celtic cross, but the frame cannot fit a Celtic cross. So I'm going to be putting it on my own different little sections there. So this first section is going to be what is your person's true intentions towards you? Immediately, I'm getting this person could be Italian or have Italian blood in them. I am also channeling the word Navy SEAL. Okay, I'm also channeling Anbu Black Ops, but that's from Naruto. Like it's fake. It has to do with I guess you can have the equivalent of like CIA undercover. No one has no idea of their identity except for the government. Whoever you're asking about with the Ace of Cups over here, they have impure intentions towards you. They want to manipulate you. They want to make sure that you're going to be for their cause. They need to get you to do something to strategize how to get what they want or like what's the end goal. But I'm getting more of like their end goal has to do with like a bigger picture that's more than just selfish gain. I can definitely see how this is a work situation, right? Because if it's a work situation, then this person sees you as an authority figure and someone who holds some type of power, even if you don't even got the position or title to. It's like clearly people listen to you. So it's them trying to cozy up to you, be friends with you, so that way they can get something that they want, but it's a bigger goal than just them. If it's at work, this is the type of person to encourage like unionizations, to protest for higher pay, for better working rights and stuff. If you don't work with them, I'm not surprised if they post this on social media, or if you know of this person to be kind of like a rebel like that. Person's definitely giving like they're a leader. And you're just one of the many pawns. But with that in mind, even though they do see you as a pawn, I don't take offense to it because over here with the Night Earth, that's how they see you. So they see you as a reliable and stable asset everyone else can depend on. That's why, like, your image is what makes you so special to them, is what makes you so valuable to them currently, at least. This totally makes sense if you're asking about a boss and, like, you're just one of the many managers. But at the same time, I was channeling like military stuff. They think that you know your worth, you're independent, and you're just off doing your own thing, and especially working with other people. And you're very, very good communicator. I'm getting nothing but good vibes from you that they see whenever they see you. This is their true intentions. This next section is going to be the obstacles, challenges they're going to face regarding their feelings towards you. I haven't heard K-pop in a very, very long time, but I'm getting this song by this group named 17 and it's called Boom Boom. The obstacles in their way in regards to their connection with you, I don't really think this person really cares how they feel about you. You choosing to go your own way. They see you as a self autonomous person, and it's not even that you're a wild card. That's just how human nature is. You know, we all got free will, and if you want to go your own way, if you want to choose another job, if you want to choose a different group of friends, if you want to stop dating them, you can just do that willingly. You have no remorse for doing it. You don't mind leaving people behind and starting anew. That's an obstacle from them in a sense using you as a pawn. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also getting a reference here with the three waters in reverse. Have you ever heard of a dirty foot? In the little ghetto, you know, a dirty foot is a woman who goes outside, walks around barefooted, and usually they're tied with paying for their services, selling their services, you get me. They think that you could be a good asset in their plan in regards to your physique and capabilities, but capability, it's like a selling point. You want to know what this feels like? It feels like someone who is scouting someone to be the perfect candidate this month on the black market and for them to market them, and so that way they can get the highest bid. You know, the higher the bid, the higher the quality of the person. It's like that's who they're scouting out. So if that resonates, then that resonates. This person's like your boss. I'm not surprised if they phrase things in a way where or they invite you to places and you're just like, wow, like thank you so much for this opportunity, but in reality it's because you're just arm candy to them. It's to make them look better. They don't really care what you say or what you're trying to influence, you want to make, what cause you have. to better the company. But this feels very emotionally disconnected. So that's why I can't really say that they're objectifying you. Okay, never mind. Sorry. This is objectifying, but they do this with everyone. Like even their wife, even their husband, their family members. So I don't know, this person had like a really messed up childhood. And I did channel the extreme of the black market scenario, but you can tailor it to what you know about this person, but definitely you don't know a lot about this person. The challenge in this connection here with the 701 is to get you to notice them, but they're going to come off in like a martyr energy, like they're a victim. They don't have a lot of resources and they need your help. Like they want to get you to have a call of action. From there, you can just use your platform, use your voice, use your influence to influence everyone else to bandwagon on their cause. The only way I can see that this is the most appropriate is if this is a work situation. Other than that, there seems to be a lot of moral boundaries crossed here. Maybe whatever fantasies they want you to help them fulfill, because they have no desire or fantasies towards you. It's just, you're just a pawn. This next section is going to be how do they think you feel towards them? With the Eight of Earth here, they think that you see them as a leader and as a strategist, and you're willing to back them up on their cause because you see yourself here with the Virgo card that maybe you are Virgo. You will have specific skills and influences that can be vital to this person's operation. So you don't mind not giving yourself up in a bad way, willingly allowing someone to lead you, giving up your free will and autonomy. There you go. And over here with the devil in reverse, I'm getting a rebel without a cause. They think that they see you like this, that you're an unreliable chess piece. You tend to make mistakes. You feel insecure about these mistakes and whatever they have to say. Because there's a distance, they think that they think there's room for error. And obviously, they have to have this for any employee, any friend, potential romantic partner, whoever you are to them. They have their own motives and they can't be trusted. They can't be a reliable asset. You have your own free will. They don't think this is true. They can see the possibility of you hiding something from them where you want to benefit. You're only using them as a pawn. They don't think that you're plotting to get something one over on them or you plotting to do anything bad towards them or their cause. It's a matter of you adding to the cause, but it's only because it serves you better for the big picture and they don't know what the big picture is because they don't really know you. Overall, your career goals, the way you go about taking action on your desires and stuff is coming up here with the King of Air. Because 10th house has to do with career, something is in air there. I mean, two Aquarius cards came out together. Over here with the Five of Wands next to the King of Air, you're hearing everyone's definitely in a group setting. So you're definitely hearing everyone's either arguments or everyone working together for a specific cause. You're hearing everyone out. You masterminded what would be the outcome of this person's conclusion. What about this one and this one? And you have a special insight into it that not everyone else would think that you see yourself like this. So with that in mind, these are the two fights, which is ironic. This has to do with dealing, negotiating. It could be arguments, but in this case, I'm getting more of it's for a cause, right? So they think that you know a piece to help them in their cause that you're going to keep to yourself, or you would know certain solutions to flaws that are occurring right now in the system or in their plan that you want to bring up in just the perfect time to make yourself look way better. Use it as like a chess piece for yourself. So with that in mind, they also see you like a strategist. They think that you have secrets being hidden from them, but it isn't so much malicious. It's just like they see it as like, well, hell, I would do it too because it's sideways. But with that in mind, with these two being sideways, they're coming up over here as a name of fire, and you're over here with this air energy. This is really displaying their misogynistic value. So they think that men and masculine energy is the way to go in great strides to create success. And they see feminine energy as inferior. They like to pretend to give them an illusion that they have power when they don't. So how do they think you feel towards them? I did tell you, but they don't care. Like there's been such a distance, and it's because this person has a lot of machismo, and they see people of your species, especially if you're a woman, as inferior. Now, this could go around because this is not same sex. This could be a woman, and this you could be a man. Take that for how it will. But they feel like they deserve their position. Managerial positions or people up on top should be only men. Probably believe in oligarchies and stuff. But that doesn't stop them from giving you kudos for strategizing because I don't see them mocking you. It's them simply observing this about you. I've already done this section. I swear I pressed record and I even glanced at it to double check and it was recording. It didn't even save on my phone. I have no idea what even happened. And usually, if there's like too much space, it just stops the video. You would have been able to see what I said. Maybe this is a sign. Okay, here, I'm gonna put back the cards in the way I had them. So at first I was gonna repeat every single thing I said for the past probably like 10 minutes. Now I'm getting to change up the interpretation. Is this person into witchcraft? Some type of spiritual magical practice? Okay, by the way, because it never freaking saved. This is person's last past feelings towards you. See, I said last. I'm gonna be cutting off myself so much because I'm losing train of thought. Okay, I had experience with another person and we were trying to find out an answer to a question. It took us 1 hour to find the freaking person, like who was the one who did it. But we thought it was everyone else but that person, even though they were the last person we chose out of a line of a bunch of people, even though they matched the exact descriptions that tarot and our psychic downloads were giving. It was like if they had put a spell to not reveal their identity to the masses, keep certain informations hidden. And I feel like this has to do some type of spiritual warfare is at play here. If it's not spiritual, then it's literal warfare. Because I was channeling the Navy SEALs, Black Ops. This is kind of trippy. In the past, how do they feel towards you? Once again, here are the lovers. They actually did want to get to know you. They really liked you. They liked seeing your face around. Had compassion for the person you were and for the causes that you stood by. But I think it was just because it was convenient. You just so happened to align with their same cause. Your personality so happened to be agreeable to their cause. You get me? Like, this person can only see things in a manipulative lens. It's how they see everyone, like romantic, platonic people. First, I was interpreting here all throughout here that they were trying to ensnare you. What that means is they were trying to have you for themselves or get what they want out of you. The thing is that this person is not stupid, they're freaking smart. They know that you're at least decently smart in their eyes. Okay, in their eyes, I'm not trying to offend you. They like played games with you. They think that you had no idea that you played games in the past. I mean, that they had played games in the past. And over here with the Knave of Air, this is them incorporating magic into whatever influence they want to have over you subtly. So this could be them doing beauty magic on themselves, attraction magic in general, but it's kind of tailored towards you. You would know if it's something else. This person's super calculated. It backfired, is what it did. If they did a love spell on you, you ended up falling in love with someone else, but if their same name, you end up falling in love with someone else but who looks just like them. Like they did something wrong where they changed the trajectory of what was expected of your timeline and they manipulated it and you have no idea. You also would have no idea of their motives because you would have no idea that they would even be capable of this. The persona of the mask that they wear in public and especially towards you, whenever they were compassionate or kind to you, they actually did like you. Who gives a fuck if this person would like you at this point because they're so manipulative? They just want what they want. My point is the magic ended up backfiring. It changed up your timeline where you ended up with someone else. They wanted you as a chess pawn. You did what they asked for in the chess pawn, but now you're out of reach. They could have only played you once in that one move and now you disappeared. With the Hierophant over here, this connection is a spiritual test for both of you both have yet to have learned the lesson of what happened in the past. For you, you had no idea what even happened. You really need to think about every single interaction you have with this person and coincidences that have happened from then on out and try to relate it back to this person. This person clearly has not learned from the past because they don't regret it. They don't think that whatever they did was wrong. They only see it as, oh, I didn't get my way. I guess I kind of got my way, but I didn't really. And here with the 10 of Swords in reverse, they will take this to their grave. They don't care, they will never admit to this. They're so stubborn and manipulative and selfish. Now, this next section is going to be, how does your person currently feel towards you? Currently, how they feel towards you here with the Four of Cups, what is affecting it? It's the fact that they've had spiritual enlightenment multiple times on over. What this means is that they have probably experienced tower moments. Because this person is aware of spiritual warfare, or if it's physical warfare, then so be it. But I'm gonna say spiritual so far. They're a master manipulator at it. They got their face beaten to a pulp multiple times until they realized, what am I doing wrong? Are starting to self reflect. Once they did that, this is them actually looking back in the past and feeling remorse and guilt for what they put you through and what they've done to you. But the thing is that they can't even go up and apologize to you. You have no idea what they even did to you because they're aware that they've affected your timeline when you should have just been left alone. But you're probably not the only person that they've done this to, man. So here with the Seven of Fire, currently how they're feeling towards you, they want you to actively degrade them, cuss at them, contradict them, make them feel worthless. This will make them feel better, like if that's your way of atoning for what they've done. You know, people who intuitively end up living in alignment with their karma and with spirit, they want you to be a conduit of spirit in that you do that. You be mean to them, you're rude to them, you give them what they deserve for messing up your love life, your platonic life to be your trajectory. Maybe this could have to do with them derailing an employment opportunity for you if this has to do with work. Maybe you were supposed to get a certain position and you had no idea. They manipulated behind the scenes and now they feel bad. Here with the Seven Fire, they can't really atone for it. Like they can't tell you, oh yeah, I'll give you the position. I'll just send you the spell. You know, it's not gonna work like that because it's already been done. So yeah, they just feel like shit whenever they see you. They hate looking at themselves in the mirror for the amount of guilt because you're not the only person. They've done other people like this wrong too. They're currently shouldering that. Specifically, if this had to do with romance or if this was your rapist, they're sleeping with other people to forget about you, to drown out the memories of you by replacing them with a bunch of new memories, new spontaneous, you know, exhilarating, hot, sexy memories. And they think that this is the best path to go down, that they feel very guilty for whatever they've done to you. This next section is in the future. What will this person's feelings be towards you? And the feature here with the Page of Pentacles, they want to start anew and fresh with their life. Honestly, 20% of y'all, I am so sorry to be reading this because I'm saying this because it's going to end here with that. They're going to attempt suicide plan. They're gonna go through with it. To be honest, this is the sad part. I feel shouldn't have been saying this, but with the Pentacles over here, their plan's actually gonna become successful. They're just gonna be DEAD. Now for the other 80% of y'all, this is the other scenario. With the Fool in reverse, they want to seek you out for guidance on how to start fresh, what things they should do to be productive in their life, to be a good person. So they're going to seek out your service, especially your services if you know you offer them. Because they're coming up as animals. Like they're really coming at you with pure intentions, actually doe-eyed. They're willing to blindly follow your lead because they trust your discernment and that you won't manipulate them, you know, do what they did to you. What you don't see coming is the Ten of Cups with this person because this is going to take a while to build up to that, especially if you already have kids. This person could be your next life partner, or this person could be your next best friend. they're gonna stay here for the long haul. And that's what you don't see coming because you're thinking, like, oh, I'm just gonna help this person out on their short stage of life. But little do you know, this whole reading, I've been having this song in my head. The reason why I have not said what it is because I don't even know the song and it's not even in the era I was even like born in. But it's like with the Eight of Wands here, I'm getting don't trust the enemy. Okay, so once they seek you out, this is how your future is going to slowly progress with them, right? So it's going to come in little phases. So I'm going to describe probably the first phase. So first, they're going to reach out to you. You're going to take them in. You're not going to mind giving them advice on things. They're going to be very receptive with your advice, and to your surprise, they're actually going to execute it and be successful at it. And if you think they turn it into fruition even better than what you imagined because they add their own flair. So it's you starting to realize like, oh, this person actually is special, or this person is of substance. That's what I mean. But this person is just doing their own thing, like they're not trying too hard like how they were before. And then over here with the Nine of Cups, let's say if you're dating around or you're just talking with other people in general, it's not have to be romantic because I don't know who this person is going to be to you. You're going to be yearning for the next text from them, the next call from them, especially them physically visiting you. At this point, they're a part of your daily routine. If they're busy for like 2 days, you're going to be kind of like mad or going to take it out on yourself or other people, and then you have to self-analyze and be like, why am I so angry? Like, I'm not angry, I'm not grumpy because I got enough sleep. Like, why? And it's because you miss this person, to be honest. That's gonna, I would say, a few months for you to realize their worth by the time you reach here with the Nine of Cups, which is realizing the potential this person has in your life. And then this is the big boom here. You know how I told you this person here? I'm gonna show the card. So here, you know how I told you in this card that they were going to take it to their grave, whatever they did to you? You somehow find out what they did. Now, is it because they told you? I personally don't think so. I think you end up connecting two and two together. You end up looking back and realizing that this person manipulated you, that you fucked up by falling into it, or you were too naive to realize you were being influenced by someone else. This stage, because first it's going to be, oh my gosh, I miss them, but then it's you looking back and realizing like, this is all fake. Who is this person really? They just want to use me again. You start having these self-doubts because this person didn't bring this Ten of Swords forward. You had to find it on your own. So now you're left to make your own conclusions. And this is you now blocking their texts, blocking their calls. I'm just surprised you just should have just blocked them on everything. You just completely ghost them and you're just kind of heartbroken. But this does not feel I'm in love heartbroken. This feels like me losing my best friend. It's a different kind of pain, man. Even though I said that, now we're ending things off here with the Ten of Cups, and they're saying don't be surprised if Spirit tells you or gives you signs and downloads that you're supposed to marry this person. Because I think it's going to infuriate you, especially here with the Nine of Swords. And it's funny because instead of you falling to sadness, I'm getting you falling into anger. So I don't know if you got anger issues. This next section is going to be how does society or people in general view y'all's connection together. The King of Wands is really insistent on the Three of Wands. With the King of Wands, I'm really getting the vibes of like a courthouse or of a ceremonial type of feel. This could also give me vibes of like a conference room, but this is with like really, really big names where everyone's just judging each other, weighing out arguments or statistics or something, facts. This is so funny. With the Knight of Air, people view your person as they miss you a lot. Because I was getting very lonely and I just want to give cuddles and give little kisses. I'm channeling this because this is how people view your person. Now, this could be people that know your person, know this about your person because they actively let them know they're yearning for you, they miss you, they long for you, especially after that future there. Even in the middle, with them feeling bad, and then in the future, when you just ghost them. Other people see it as this person feels like they're never enough for you. They're always going to be yearning after you, chasing you, after your affection and devotion, and they see you as very selective in who you want to choose like as a mate or who you want to choose in your inner circle. So it only makes sense why you're standoffish and avoidant with this person, especially in the beginning phases. They're thinking that their person is rushing this connection a little too fast. Your person is neglecting to think about your feelings or to be patient because they're coming up as the Knight of Air. They just want things done quick. They want commitment quick. They just need to slow down and have you simmer into the connection, get used to the connection and to them and see what happens there. You don't have to be so control freaky about what's to come in the future. But with the tower, I'm also getting institutional vibes. So I don't know if y'all work at the same school, work at the same job, y'all know each other through a mutual person, mutual families, and they both got their own thing going on, their own quirks, their own habits, their own routines. Even though with the King of Wands, I was getting someone ruling or trying to make a judgment, there's so many people in society or people who know of your connection that have various opinions and theories about what's going on. So that's why they all can't really come to a consensus there. So that's them in their mind just creating their own thoughts. It's with the Knight of Air, this is action. Like this is what they see for what is happening. And it's that like your person misses you. And whatever I was explaining with this card. But in general, are they judging y'all to be bad people or good people? No. It's just they're all a part of an institution, they're all a part of a family structure or something, and it is what it is. With this person's side of the family here with the Three of Wands, they're really persistent in this person to already start making a family, to start already having children. So they probably got those traditional expectations on their shoulders if they want to continue to interact with their family, to be honest. That's also why this person would like sleep around and stuff, because they just want to hurry up and find an option and just get it over with. The thing is that their family is okay with them being like that, like them okay with finding options like that. They don't care if their person is emotionally fulfilled or not. They need the kids. They need to continue on the blood name, the family name. So yes, it feels a lot more harsh for your person than you. This next section is Spirit's advice for you on how to deal with this connection. Automatically, I was getting that your person is avoiding the truth, which makes sense, especially with their actions there in the future where they still did not want to tell you the truth and you had to find out on your own. On the top is your person's lessons, on the bottom is your lessons. This was supposed to be advice. I guess this is advice because you need to know, to be prepared for this connection. With the Page of Cups starting with you, your advice is to get to know them. And I got painstakingly so. So even if it hurts you, even if you think that they've given you every reason not to trust you, not to trust them, you still need to follow divine planning. Here with the Nine of Pentacles, you see yourself as very sufficient because you are. And you feel, I can do this on my own. I can choose whoever I want to as a mate, let's say. I can choose to have a surrogate to have my kid. Choose to live my life alone. That's my point. Like, you don't need anyone, but you need to surrender to divine timing, dude, because once again, you're being stubborn. You want to be set in your ways, and you need to succumb to the plan. And the plan is this person has to be in it. I don't know how they're going to factor into it. I am interpreting this as like a love situation, but this could definitely be a platonic situation. You're adopting this kid, you're asking them how do they feel about you. So yeah, accepting that you have to follow along this journey with them. Spirit's advice for this person with the Fool, which I think they're going to always do naturally, always give you a second chance. You might have a tendency to storm off mad once again your anger is coming up or ghost them for a bit. They have to be the ones to initiate conversation because you definitely are not. Another advice for this person is they have to leave the way that they viewed you in the past. This person still feels guilt and remorse. It'll take them a long time to get over the fact that they objectified you so much. They didn't see you for the value you deserve to be seen as, as equals. You were giving me strategist energy. You were probably just as smart as them, but they chose to minimize you, see you through a stereotypical mansplaining veil. Spirit sees this person with the Eight of Swords there as very skillful. They know how to navigate hardships in life to get what they want. One of the end goals for them to have a stable home foundation, to have children, whatever is expected of them, it's actually what they genuinely want on the inside. They will do anything to get it, but once again, with the swords energy, this person wants it now. They want it fast. They want it to happen within a few months. When they have to take their time, I mean, hell, even I think that the full card, I don't know if I'm mistaken, but I think it's the Aries card. They want it to manifest super, super quick, but over here, you're going to take your time slowly getting out of your shell. And do you want me to be honest with you guys? You know how I told you that this person die on their grave not telling you what they did to you? They're still sticking with that here with the Knight of Swords. They're always going to avoid that topic. They never want to address it. It's not them gaslighting you, it's them just literally just avoiding you and ignoring you. Because they know what they did was wrong. You have to, I'm warning you, you have to come to your own conclusions about this and forgive them, which I think will be a huge hurdle to jump over because they're not owning up to their actions. Like that's how probably how you're gonna see it. They just feel so bad. They already feel super guilty about what they did to you in the past. They'd rather ruminate, sit with guilt, and have it kill them than for them to address it and speak it in words. And I'm just warning you, they will always be like this. Maybe when they're 80, maybe they'll change their mind. I don't know, but they do feel bad for what they did to you. Just know with your energy, you feel like there's no justice. They're not being held accountable. They just want a free ride, a free ticket to forget about their problems. But I'm just warning you the way this person works, okay? This last section is going to be on what is going to be the outcome of your connection with whoever you're asking about. I'm getting Toxic by Britney Spears. The outcome is segueing from whatever happened in the future. Remember how I told you that you were just going to ghost them? So this is here with the Three of Wands, and that's you living your life without them, completely ignoring them, not even thinking about them. And there's this little plan. If you ever see this person in person, you're going to definitely notice them looking at you, staring at you every move. They're going to try to eavesdrop on your conversations. It does not help if this is your boss because they will definitely look through computer records and see what you're messaging other people. You know how I told you in the beginning they had a fascination about you where they got obsessed with you? Now their obsession is growing once again. Yes, you're not showing them attention and they don't have you. I don't know. It's just, it is. It's just growing, this obsession. So that's them not really knowing what to do about it, so they're just staying silent with their mouth shut and having you doing your own thing but watching you as a bystander. Wow, so here with the Ten of Pentacles, this is you starting to embark on a different connection. If this is romantic, so be it. If this is another friend, then so be it, right? Whatever this person is to you. I'm not even surprised if this person kind of watches you from afar, even if you don't ever see them in person. They're somehow stalking you a bit, to be honest, and they're seeing you're having a great, lovely life with whoever you're dating. I'm just really getting the shake, like they're this person's very, very mad about this whenever you're going to be in the next connection, especially if they're aware that this person has bought you certain stuff and then you wear it. Oh my god, like that. Because that's just like a sign that this person possesses you. I don't want to get into it. I don't even want to be in this energy, to be honest, but you get the point. Here with the Two of Water, this person is once again watching you from afar. They're waiting for you to it up, no offense. Now, with the water, I'm getting that you have a tendency to self-sabotage relationships, and this person was aware of this pattern of behavior with you where you get too emotional or you fall into negative behavioral patterns and you end up running away. They're waiting for the day, because it's probably going to happen, where you run away from that connection so that way they can go and vie for your attention and chase after you and have their dreams hopefully manifest this time with you. They don't want to it up, guys, okay? So they want to give you your respect, they want to respect your boundaries, and they want to do it right this time. They will wait, even if it's a really long time, for you to leave this person that you're with. They know that eventually it's meant to be where this person can't really handle you, or they don't know how to handle you. So you're just gonna run away, leave, self sabotage. They'll be there waiting for you, waiting to reel you in. All right, this was such an interesting pick card, but this got me so exhausted. So please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a good day or night. Bye. Hello to those who chose Pal 3. I'm just warning y'all that I am very sick right now, or I'm in transition, I'm getting like really, really bad. So I'm sorry if I'm like, and then this, and then, I just had a. Okay. So this was supposed to be a Celtic cross, but clearly you do not see a Celtic cross. So I just separated into little piles. And the first one is your person's true intentions towards you. They think you're looking good, pile 3. They think you're fine. If you're into astrology or the occult and you're open about it, they think that's freaking hot. It's probably the type of person where their ideal type would probably have like a bunch of tattoos or piercings, be very out of the norm. When I was putting down your cards, I was channeling the song by Mariah Carey, and she's like, "We belong together, baby. Lost a part of me. This is so hard to believe." Okay, I'll stop. Sorry. They want to inspire you, create hope and change within your connection, but this person really wants to have a positive impact on you. They want to be the type of person that you can learn from. They really want to steer the way and have you not worry. Something I'm channeling is cannot relate to. I was born a little too hypervigilant. There was this girl who posted with her boyfriend, and she was like, the way how I could be killed, like crossing the street without even looking. My boyfriend's right next to me. They just drop their defenses and don't even have like care for the world because they're around their partner. That's how they want you to. That'll be like such a wish fulfillment. With these two energies, I'm not surprised if y'all are in a relationship or y'all are dating or y'all are already talking stage, getting to know each other. And this person is really, really feeling you. They really, really like you. Person feels very loyal and devoted to you. This does not feel like someone who has issues with like a wandering eye. Now, if there are troubles in the connection, will they start having a wandering eye? I don't know. I don't know. But right now, things are going great, so that's why they don't. But with the Emperor over here, they see y'all as very, very compatible in a relationship, in a connection. They're really happy with the way it's at. This does not feel like stagnant energy, but if for some reason, if it is, that is out the window because they are about to take action in the next like 5 days. Let me tell you, like soon, soon, so soon. Because look at the Emperor came out. Once again, they really want to instill hope in you and they want to prove to you their loyalty. They want to show you, like, wine and dine you, how much they care about you. If you have freckles, they love your freckles. They just love the little nuances of you. They just want to embrace you and have you in their heart. But keep in mind that despite me feeling all this like adorable energy, it's not that they don't see you as like a marriage potential candidate, but y'all are definitely not married. This person is not looking that far into the future yet, but they do see you compatible for the next year or two. They're not gonna be all over fantasizing like, oh, I'm gonna marry this person, like, or I'll have children. Like, no, like this person is very, very realistic. It's gonna be obstacles, challenges this person gonna face regarding their feelings towards you. The song I'm channeling right now is Jolene by that blonde lady who's like amazing at singing, who's Miley Cyrus's, I think, godmother or something, or grandmother. I'm really getting that there with the Three of Swords. It's reiterating here with the Six of Chalices. They're coming. They're on their way. Like, they're already here. Obstacles and challenges. Even though I'm gonna tell you the little obstacles and challenges, you don't gotta really worry. At the end of the day, they're here. They're gonna face you. They are facing you. Y'all are building a bond. Over here with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, you have a tendency to have a wandering eye, actually. So it's funny how I brought that up before. Even though this person is in your life, once again, like y'all are in the dating phase, y'all are not boyfriend and girlfriend to me. Like y'all are not serious. You're still looking around at your options, and if anything, since this person has came into your life or is going to come into your life like very, very, very soon, You have been trying your best to see other options, trying to try all the flavors as much as you can before being like, okay, I guess this person. And with the Three of Swords, I'm getting a hyper independence is what you have. You might have some sexual trauma that you need to work through. It's okay to not want a one night stand. I mean, I'm not really that kind of person too. For you, the big reason is because you have a sexual trauma, something about you being hyper conscious about your sexual preferences or sexual needs. I don't know if you're ashamed of like your kinks or your fetishes, or you're ashamed of the fact that you haven't cum yet, because it's not about your body. I think you're fine with your body. It just has to do with the internal part, with his sacral chakra, where sexual energy is. Because sexual energy is not just about sex, it's also about creativity and expressing yourself. You might have a blockage whenever it comes to your sacral chakra area about that stuff in your life. And a great way to heal that and to be able to express yourself and unblock that little sacral chakra is to heal through that trauma. These are, if anything, that's your obstacles whenever it comes to this connection. So it feels like you just have your own issues going on. I pointed out the Three of Swords because you're not actively working through it. Kind of sucks because this person met you and you're just not ready for them. You're not ready for a commitment to give your all to another person, because in a sense I think you're the type of person that struggles with self-love or with acceptance of oneself, and therefore that projects onto other people. It's hard for you to accept people the way that they are. You always think that they have an ulterior motive, or you think, oh, that's an ick, I'm just going to cut them out. But basically, it's transitioning here from the Six of Cups, like how I told you that they're already here. And then over here with the Ace of Swords, they don't really got any obstacles or challenges because they're already doing it. They're already putting in the action. The only thing that's stopping them from like furthering this connection or from having even more feelings for you is your actions hurting them or offending them. I'm telling you, bro, I think you're self sabotaging here. Ever since this person came into your life, I think that it was a wake up call for you. You need to grow up, or you need to start healing yourself. And this person scared you with that. And since you're hyper independent, you're probably avoidant. You just avoiding the topic of love, let's say, around them, or like, oh, I just want to take it slow. But then now you're deciding to look for other options. You need to analyze your behavior, okay? And realize where the trauma and where the healing work is stemming from. So that way you can just work on it. Because this is a lack of self acceptance and a lack of self healing. The more you continue to not be ignorant, the more it's gonna hurt this person. You know, and this person is pure. They're adorable. They deserve better. At the same time, you know how with the Emperor, they did not really see you as like marriage material, but they don't really see anyone's marriage material. They're just trying to take it day by day, month by month. That's a healthy boundary to have instead of you just straight up looking away and trying to find others to satisfy your needs, or others of low vibrations to satisfy your needs, because you know you can't step up for this person. You know, I feel like this person healthily handles their self-expression, and I think you avoid this person in a sense, or you have a strict boundary with them. You do like them. I'm getting you actually do like them, but you're not self-analyzing, and you have a strict boundary. This person is all the qualities that you're lacking. In a sense, they're like a reflection of the inner healing work you need to do. Okay, so stop ruining the connection and projecting it on them. Okay, this is why I did the reading. I'm doing the reading right now because it tends to remove my headaches and clear up my throat whenever I start channeling other energies, because I'm meant to not be sick whenever I do these readings. So this next section is, how does this person think you feel towards them? Whenever I put down the Six of Wands and the King of Wands, I was really getting an avoidance issue that you have. Also, I think that you're currently in your masculine energy right now, because this king, now you're also coming up again as a king. I think it's representing kind of energy you're in right now. With the World card, this person thinks that you're really delighted to have a new fresh start with them. With this in mind, I'm not even surprised if this is like your ex, or this is an ex friend that you're slowly getting it back into, you know? even though you may have like boundaries or you may offend them sometimes, the fact that you're talking with other people hurts them, let's say. They're happy that they make you happy, and that's already showing that this connection is already starting off in the right footing, and they just want to please you and be good for you, not good enough. Be self content in themselves, and they are so patient. They are slowly waiting for you to realize they're the best option, and they're willing to wait for months, y'all, especially if you keep up with good maintenance with this connection. With the Six of Wands, I'm not surprised if you have siblings or if you caretake with children for your career. They think that you're putting career as a priority in your life, and connections are not in the back burner, but they're like in the middle. So let's say number one is career, like number four would be romance and stuff. Once again, not taking offense to the fact that you share boundaries or the fact that y'all are not talking every single day or not seeing each other every single day. You both are slowly acclimating to each other, and on top of that, you got things to do. You are a very busy woman. Once again, for you to have your self autonomy, they want you to be happy, and the way to be happy is by self autonomy. With the King of Wands, so they think that you like to get a rise or a reaction out of people. Oh, you would love to poke the bear, you know that saying. You like make a critique on hive mind by saying a few words or suggestions, and sometimes it goes right over, no offense, with like stupid people's heads. It's so comical to you. Like it's comical to see people even realize like, oh, she's just making fun of me. And they didn't even realize it at first. They thought you were complimenting them. I think that you're a very complex woman, but the more complex you are, to be honest, the more fascinating they find you, you know? The more because I can't even say that this is a mean streak because they don't see you as a mean person. If anything, also with the King of Wands, they see you as a leader, as someone who is self sufficient and who has a right to be in the position that they are in. You are not in a leader position. They think that you should be in a leader position and you have the authority to give advice to others. They think that you're a veteran in whatever you do or you got like a lot of experience, but they really, really love your smile. Keep in mind, this person is not in love with you though, but they love your smile. Okay, y'all, this next section is gonna be your person's past feelings towards you. Oh, damn. Sorry. I need to stop. I'll take you seriously. Sorry. Never mind. What the fuck? This is a 7 of Swords. I don't think you can see it. The song I'm channeling, I think it's a Mexican song, I think. And it's like dun, 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 dun. With the Hermit card, I'm getting the phrase awakened and enlightened. Okay, this is how they think it went down. That you both simultaneously became aware of each other. This is in the astral spiritual realm before y'all meet physically or before y'all decide to even talk physically. So this could resonate with like premonitions, downloads, whatever your psychic gifts are. They let you know about this person, but this person's like if they're psychically gifted, which I think that they are because the Hermit came out. They probably saw this coming of you two coming together. So it's like, oh wow, we both have a knowing of each other. Oh wow, look at Pal 3. Now they're in my little spiritual home, spiritual fields. But honestly, with the Seven of Swords, I'm getting the word ghetto, and that's how they were seeing you. They interpreted ghetto for being bold and aggressive. You can be ghetto and you can be kind and soft. That's why I think that this person's prejudice coming in the way, but maybe you did come from the ghetto or you did come from poor circumstances. But the point is that this is how you're coming off. So in the spiritual realm, if anything, you're coming off in your masculine energy. Didn't I say? Didn't I tell you you're in your masculine energy? It's like you with the sword and you being like, okay, well, did you find out this information? No, I'm gonna go find out myself. It might take a few days. Don't even bother looking for me. I'll come back. You feel assertively kind. Aggressively loving towards them. Like that's the way you were showing their affection. Person coming up as like a little fairy person, they're not used to this kind of affection or someone speaking to them like this. Feels more of like a culture shock and them having to get used to your energy. the way you go about things, what's the norm for you. Clearly, their energy's kind of like cooped up. They don't have a lot of experience with outsiders, let's say, or people with lower economic statuses, or the way that they would call them is as ghetto people. It was so vexing though, whenever they met you spiritually. With the Queen of Water, this is how you come off to everybody else. A cute little water sign. I'm just looking beautiful. I'm just doing my own thing. Come and talk to me. I want to be social. I'll just go with the flow, like kind of like bohemian. I mean, not surprised if you dress like that, all flowy or like baggy clothes. You just really feel like you're feeling yourself. You know, you're feeling your environment. You're very sociable, but yet spiritually you came off like this. So I feel like on the inside, this is actually how you are. You're actually like a tough cookie. But once again, I'm getting the phrase enlightenment here with the Ten of Swords. And then I got, I'm not gonna lie, they wanted to hurt you. Once again, they saw your energy as very volatile. It's like, fine, then I'll be volatile too. It's, you're being yourself, you're showing love, and you were probably like, why is this person trying to fight me? Why is this person yelling at me spiritually? Like, why are they giving me a hard time? It's because of this. So, an example I'm going to give you, you feel like the type of person where once you're really comfortable with someone, you like to yell a lot. Because I low key resonate with this, but I'm not totally like this. So, I'm telling my friend, I'm really feeling this bitch vibe. There you fucking go. You get that fucking bag. Imagine me telling this person this, and then this person's like, okay, okay, fine. Fine, I will. You go and get your back too then. I don't understand why you're fine. Oh, sorry, I don't really know. I'm really bad coming with an example right now how your person would reply because I don't really know them, but they just feel uncultured in your culture. Do you get me? Is it really coming off as like you're an American, to be honest? Because I don't think this is really common, or American, Mexican, something like that, because this is not common among like Asian countries. Maybe there's a reason why I said that. Maybe this person is Asian or like white. The Ten of Swords is them wearing their heart on their sleeve and expressing to you open flaws that they have in them. I think what that means is you easily just read them within a snap of a finger. This person got issues with this. This person's super immature about this and this and this. You know, they got a lot of time to grow up. You just feel very decisive. You're gonna get both of your shits together to better the direction of whatever is meant to happen between you two. That's supposed to represent a deity or your god, whatever it is, for both of you, whoever y'all subscribe to. If this is a deity, this has to do with like a sun god is watching over you two. There's like dark energies, light energies. I think that this person is a lighter energy. Sorry, this person, I'm so sorry, I meant entity. They're slowly making sure that things are coming correctly into progress because you two clearly have a misalignment in y'all's personalities and the way y'all's expressions, but so is their god or whatever they believe. I think it's really beautiful that this is popping up because it's showing you both are in alignment with spirit and you both are on the right track and y'all are not veering away from y'all's life paths. Okay, now this is gonna be your person's present feelings towards you. I'm channeling the song Rebuy by Akmu, AKMU, and I think that y'all should really hear because it's just such a beautiful song. Her voice is like honey. They're both brother and sister, it's just so cute, and they both like, came out in the music industry. I think there's a reason why I'm mentioning that. I don't know if you're gonna like to hear this, but I think in a past life y'all was brothers and sisters. Presently, how are they feeling towards you? Just like how in the last one in the past you was coming up too in the connection and they were, it's the same thing. You both are learning about y'all's karmic destinies in this life. Y'all are learning more about y'all's karmic contracts, not just with them, but like this is about y'all's entire life. If you believe in Akashic records, y'all becoming acclimatized, is that even a word? To what y'all are meant to do and what is expected of you from here on out. So y'all are in a learning stage right now. This is not going to last too long though. The most this is going to last 3 months, 3 months and a half, but that's it. Because y'all are meant to bring whatever is meant to happen between you two into fruition rapidly. You both are giving me, like you both are manifestors. Technically, you can say anyone could be a manifester, true, but people have different ways of manifesting. But y'all's are straightforward. Because I'm thinking of like human design, and there's like reflectors, and no offense, but the other two types, I just didn't, because I'm a manifester, so that's why I know about that one. Spirit development is showing. They both are playing a hand in y'all's lives. This is just tweaks. The stage where y'all are both meant to make tweaks in y'all's lives to be ready to have you come together and make it in fruition, but not just that. Also to make room for y'all's correct career paths, better friendships to come in, any prejudices, biases, mental blocks for y'all to at least become aware of them. This is a very enlightening stage in life that you both are experiencing currently. Now, this next section is going to be your person's future feelings towards you. Oh, damn. Well, that's the Tower card. I'm channeling a song. I don't know if I should tell y'all because y'all are probably done with me freaking singing songs, trying to. It's that rap song where it's like a party song. It's like dun 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 dun. And then in the background he's like I'm getting embarrassed, y'all. I think there's a reason why I said that. Getting like really, really nervous. What would really suck, I think there's a reason why I'm channeling this. It feels like the equivalent of having hives on you. You know, some people break out into rashes because they self-induce it because of stress. If one of y'all has that tendency, that's definitely gonna happen whenever y'all both meet because this is it coming into fruition like now. Well, in the future, right? If y'all are talking, still apply this. I'm gonna talk like if y'all have not met. Y'all are always interacting with a boundary and also with the social mask. It's so odd because you both are aware of who y'all are in and out because y'all have known each other spiritually for quite a bit. Don't choke up. That's what they're telling you, but maybe that's also what they're telling your person. I feel like you both are just really nervous around each other because let's be real, like you both know a lot of truths about one another. Y'all so contract or something, but yet y'all don't really know each other physically. In the future, definitely y'all are interacting. Like if y'all have not, y'all are definitely interacting, but it's with the boundary and also with the social mask and also with other people around. And it really need quality time to break that barrier. But I'm really getting like you both are being awkward because once again, y'all have like a personality clash or like a culture clash. I'm not surprised if this relationship starts first being built off of bickering. You know those love-hate relationships or those hate relationships? Y'all are gonna fall into one of those too. Where y'all can get along so well like one minute and then the next minute you're just like you're freaking disgusting for ever saying that and they're just like well you're so freaking sensitive. Y'all don't talk for a bit but then y'all talk like nothing and you know like it feels to be honest it feels childish in a sense toxic. Just know that even though y'all are interacting like this does not take away from the fact that y'all are meant to actually carry out missions together in this life. Whether it's going to be your bestie or it's going to be your baby daddy, your sugar mama, or I don't even know. 'Cause you would know. This is a warning from spirit that might come up right now. These other piles. Don't let this connection be ruled by social masks and boundaries for too long. Y'all might it up where it's gonna stay like that for years, and then y'all are like delaying the process of when y'all are meant to truly show each other like affection and love. Mind you, it could be platonic affection or romantic affection. I don't really care. It's just either one. So y'all both need to get out of your comfort zones and drop your boundaries and just be open for one. Y'all are gonna be having like start like throwing insults at one another, witty remarks. Even though y'all find each other's banter interesting, can you just for once bring up a topic requires this person to be deep and be like no but like can you just be serious about this? You can just honestly I've not told too many people about this but I once had cancer and or whatever serious medical condition you had. You were scared of them attacking you or making fun of you, but just tell them like, can you just take me seriously? And they will. That's how y'all will be forced to build a connection is by like being mature and handling it like adults, like I would like to say. This next section is going to be how does society or people in general view y'all's connection together? Okay, so I'll just start, but this is the Queen of Cups. Finally, a freaking queen came out. So down here, you got the Eight of Wands, and then you got the Hermit underneath the Ten of Cups. As you can see, the Ten of Cups here are literally a reflection of each other, and they're like the first two cards. With the Hermit, next to the eight of fire that they're watching you guys with faded breath. Like, y'all got the kind of vibe where y'all got shippers. We'll talk about y'all's connection behind y'all's back, and you'd be surprised who does it. But the hermit, this could even be family where they're like shipping y'all together. Because it's just so obvious, like the sexual tension in their eyes, whoever's eyes, because it's society or people in general. They think that y'all be super compatible in bed. They's the type of people to set up scenarios for y'all to get to know each other or talk to each other, and your person or you don't even gotta influence it at all. That's just on their part. Like they're just like, ooh, I just want to see Paw 3 blush. I want to see Paw 3 person blush. You know, it'd be so cute. Their energies are being so open. I'm not surprised if they let y'all know too. Y'all would make a really good couple, or they just imply things where it's like, oh my gosh, y'all are just fighting just like married people, or you know. With the Ace of Fire there, other people view it as this is a great opportunity for this person for you to have a new beginning with, new romantic interest in. They think they're a great candidate for you in bed to get along with in a relationship. You act in certain ways with this particular person that you have not acted before with other people and other commitments. They just bring out a different side to you. I feel like you both are very unself aware with these two cards being like one and two. Because you know how I told you in y'all's connection? I think you both see it as like you both don't get along, you both fight a lot. You're not fooling anyone. Pile 3. Okay. Also, your person is not fooling anyone because you know how I told you y'all got a spiritual connection? So y'all already knew each other in the astral spiritual realm, and then y'all came together physically. It really shows how much y'all actually love each other, or that loving bond, deep bond y'all have spiritually. It just exudes out in the physical reality. Whenever you two are in the same room, even if y'all are on different sides of the restaurant and you both didn't even know that you both entered, you both would somehow find each other because you both can sense each other. Like they just feel like it's kind of faded. Anyways, how others see it, probably this person's family too, there with the Two of Swords in reverse. They see this person as they act different compared to how they usually act with other people. You actually give a fuck about someone, or actually arguing with someone, you're actually being passionate about things and you want to bring this person along sometimes. Here with the Two of Swords with this person, what's so different and that they act around you that they don't act around other people or other past partners is they were usually very gregarious and they just talk and talk and talk and talk and they just show off. But with you it's different because they act more in their masculine energy. I'm not saying true masculine energy has to be like this. Everyone expresses themselves differently. Let's say in the beginning of your life you think that you're an introvert, but you actually end up finding out that you're actually an extrovert, or vice versa. It feels like this person is actually naturally an introvert, but they're coming into themselves. And that's how other people see it. And their true selves is being quiet and distant and just watching over you, protecting you. If someone were to check you out, like they would stare them down. Intensely brooding in their emotions, and no one has seen this person act like this before. Person so used to getting attention, so used to getting what they want, but you're very sparky, you know, like a fire sign, like flame burns bright about something, and then you're just quiet. So I think what that means is you like to do one thing, but then you do another thing, and then another thing, and another thing. So you also have a lot of creative projects going on. You have other priorities other than them. So it's them respecting that. With maturing, they're realizing I don't have to speak so much. How 3 can see that I care about them without speaking much words, and it's really nice actually not talking too much. Especially if this person is close with certain people, they can see that. They're coming to that realization without them even having to speak on it. In general, whenever y'all come together, others see it as two little kids living to cause destruction, chaos happens around y'all. This is the type of couple where y'all have crazy synchronicities happen or crazy paranormal stuff happen together. Yeah, because you both are coming up as the two little kids, and they're both arguing with that mother figure, and they're just like, well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Let's go do this. And then the other one chases after them. They're just in their own world, but this time you both are grown. It's okay for you to disobey. If you both, for some reason, came from different cultural backgrounds, different economic statuses, different age groups, this is actually deemed as being beautiful difference in y'all's connection. That's the way society views it. You both are living in your, what's it called? Your child self. Is that some people need to heal their child self? I'm not saying the correct term. You both are healing each other's child self by being childlike together or doing stupid stuff together or having these synchronicities happen. Gorgeous healing experiences watching y'all have an adventure together. And also with the Cubs, like reality TV show, so that's why I'm not surprised that a lot of people ship you. Also, I'm not surprised if y'all are in the public eye. Y'all definitely just have fun. Public eye or not, observing you at a restaurant, be cute together, or have a lot of fun together is what the goals are for other people, other couples that are watching y'all, especially. Because let's say like couples having a miserable time and then they see y'all really like bring up the vibe. And it's just like, damn, I guess we do have to work on things. I guess this and maybe they're just like, maybe I need to find this in someone else. Y'all don't even know it, but y'all transform people's lives just by being together and having this cute, adorable connection. The Queen of Cups, once again, this mother figure is coming out. One of y'all's mothers. I don't know both, but one of y'all's mothers predicted this relationship was going to come into fruition before y'all even knew. I'm not surprised if they have abilities where they can draw. They drew who their person soulmate or your person soulmate gonna be, and it ended up being this person. But the thing is, with the Queen of Cups, this mother figure kept it to themselves. They didn't want to influence you or your person's journey. Then I got the word telepathy from that card. Psychic mother figure has a very strong connection with whoever the child is. Maybe in their young years, that's why they were able to find things out about their child that they didn't even need to ask the child about. Person's mother knew how to divinate with water or knew how to divinate with fire and was asking, well, what is my son, what is my daughter doing right now? And then they asked, and then it showed them. It's like, oh, okay. This mother figure kept really quiet about stuff they found out. So like if you were 14 and it was your first time losing your virginity after prom, it's them tuning in like, okay, well, what is my daughter doing right now? And it's literally showing you in a position where you're losing your virginity. They're just like, oh, okay. They didn't tell you anything after, you know? Maybe they had to talk with you after, but you saw it as, does my mom know that I did this? But they didn't say anything, but they knew. Overall, with the Four of Earth, this connection bringing shocking endings or leaving people in shock. Some people don't know how to interpret your connection, so they see it as too much, it's too dramatic. Y'all are too extra. Some people where they can be in their 60s, 70s, 80s and they still have fire in the back of their eyes. Like there's still vitality in them. You both have a lot of vitality and that really exacerbates a lot whenever y'all are together. And some people don't have the wherewithal or the maturity to understand where it's coming from because they themselves don't have it. These are like bad commentators or the people who talk bad about y'all's connection. If you both are of different cultures, it's like, well, a black person's not supposed to be with a white person. Why is that rich person bothering to spend any time with a poor person? It's clear that it's just never going to work out because they both have different spending habits and stuff. The age gap is way too big. What are they even doing? That's kind of predatory. It's kind of disgusting, but those people don't get it. You get me? Those are people who like to judge stuff on the surface and not see deep. These people probably follow hive mind, are easy and susceptible to mind control. It sounds really dramatic, but what I'm getting is there's like news outlets and stuff. Let's be real, they're all biased, they all have an agenda, and there's some stuff that they don't report on. Whenever certain countries are like being attacked or certain countries are experiencing some like famine or some devastation, you can only find that out through like certain social media outlets, people that are actually living there and they're trying to spread awareness. These people don't bother to do that research. They just believe whatever is on the news outlets. You get me? That's one example of how they are of hive mind. They're only money driven. They're not spiritual. They're of this reality, but they're lacking a depth to them. And then with the Ten of Cups in reverse over here, I'm getting the word culture shock. Other people see it as you both have a greater mission to accomplish together. Like, that's why a lot of people ship you and want y'all together. It's evident that whenever you both are in y'all's presence, that y'all are meant to do something greater. Imagine two amazing, strong people coming together. I feel like I'm not giving justice to what I'm feeling inside me. But my point is, you both are meant to merge the impossible, or what society would deem as impossible. Once again, different cultural values, different economic backgrounds, age. If it's something else, I don't really know what it would be. But y'all are meant to break the norm, and y'all are meant to show that even the non-traditional connections can work too. Let's say if you both are PORN actors, we both can still have a loving connection together, be so like devoted to each other. You both travel a lot. Sometimes y'all might go weeks without seeing each other, but y'all come together and it's just so beautiful. Y'all miss each other so much. Non-traditional connection that is meant to show others that it can be healthy to be in that kind of dynamic and to bend the norm. I meant to make a social statement without y'all even realizing it. I feel like y'all don't even realize the impact y'all having on other people whenever y'all are together. I was supposed to do spirit's advice on how to deal with this connection, but I got none. Kind of makes sense with the way that the trajectory this reading is going. So now this final file is going to be the outcome of your connection together. So I'm channeling this song Dead or Alive. I think it's a country song or a rock song. This connection with the Knight of Earth in reverse is going to end in matrimony. Does this mean in matrimony as in you're going to watch each other marry other people and you both are going to be like besties? Or does this mean y'all are actually going to fall in love? Y'all would know, okay? This is a platonic connection. First off, you would already know. Second, you know how I told you about the mother would have had an intuitive hit of someone imperative coming in your life. Now I feel like vomiting looking at the tower. Does not help that I'm sick, bro. So odd. You know how I told you how society or people around you view y'all's connection together? There with the tower, y'all getting a lot of shit for being together. There's a reason why I did mention the haters and why they chose to. They were minuscule. They're not imperative in the way society or people in general view y'all's connection. This is actually going to be kind of hard. And what's the point of harping on the negative? I think that's why that was not the center of focus. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna judge y'all being together, or y'all are gonna receive a lot of tower moments just because y'all are being. I got deja vu right now. Damn, y'all are meant to be, to be honest, like being y'all's life, but tower moments that it's not your fault. Like sometimes picture y'all being like, "What's the point of God testing us?" Let's say you both are holding hands, walking down the streets. Someone throws an egg at your face and then they run away. Partner was not able to chase after them, but it's little stuff like that where y'all are experiencing like hardcore discrimination, being left out of things, then purposefully inviting every other couple except for y'all. And with this in mind, this does not exclude family. I think that's why I felt like vomiting. Like I feel like vomiting even mentioning that. I think y'all are gonna have quite a bit of family members disapproving of y'all's connection being together, literally praying for on y'all's downfall. I feel so bad mentioning this. This is not my story to tell. I'm not going to mention this person's name. This person's mom hated them being with this man, and they were both in love at the time, right? They never told me in detail how bad the mother would degrade their connection, but one of the many things that the mother did was she was an RN, so she had access to abortion pills. Her daughter let her know that she was pregnant and she wanted to keep the baby, even though the mom kept coercing her to have the baby. The guy's family was all for having the baby, like they were really excited. They were already buying stuff. The mom kicked her out. She didn't have anywhere to live, so she was living with a guy. And one day, when the woman was visiting the mom slipped abortion pill or abortion pills, I don't know how much she took, inside the food. So she ingested it, and probably a few days went by and she saw a bunch of spotting, like she had a lot of blood come out. She went to the hospital and her baby came out as dead. But blood showed that she was positive for that certain medication. And yeah, I'm getting goosebumps because that is just so messed up. I feel like up stuff is going to happen like that with both of y'all, where it's like you both just want to be happy or joyous in a connection. Outside circumstances is not even their words, it's their actions that are affecting y'all being together. But regardless, especially with the Knight and here with the Ace of Cups, like y'all are gonna stick it out together. This is crazy if it's like a friendship, y'all. That would be so sad. Your family's not approving of y'all talking to each other because they have racist ideologies or they have certain stereotypes. Also, one last thing with the tower is that even though I did give physical examples, y'all are gonna have heightened spiritual awareness together. So with that in mind, paranormal stuff is gonna be happening. Hardcore paranormal stuff is gonna be happening. Like let's say y'all decide to move in a house and y'all want to start a family, but y'all end up having to move out in like a week because the paranormal activity is insane. You're sleeping and you feel the other person sleeping in bed with you, but you don't bother turning around, and then you wake up and they're not even in bed, and it turns out your person ended up just spending the night like at their friend's house or something, and you just didn't see your phone. It's like, then who was that? Ruining the sanctity of y'all's trust and connection and like peace of mind. There you go, peace of mind. That's what's really gonna fuck you up with these tower moments. I feel bad getting the word matrimony there with the Ace of Cups. Y'all are meant to come together. You know how I said in past life, like y'all are brothers and sisters? There were many, many times y'all were given an opportunity to have this Ace of Cups and this Knight of Earth together. Y'all were not mature enough, or y'all didn't were not confident in yourselves. External circumstances literally cut y'all off from even doing this. But in this life, it has come into full perfection, and now y'all can reap the rewards of the hardships y'all even had to go through in past lives, because this was not just in this life. In past lives y'all had to go through hard, like this is hardcore obstacles though. I cannot even relate to it. I feel so bad for y'all. Now hey, you know what, y'all are coming together in divine union. Divine union can be friendship. It's just really, really beautiful. With the Two of Wands there, I'm getting that y'all are for sure meant to have two kids. I'm not surprised if y'all cap it there at the second kid. Don't be surprised if they have polar opposite occupations, or if they go to college like polar opposite degrees. So, like one in math, one in arts. Yeah, but that was it. This is such a beautiful reading, even though that's really sucks there with the tower moment. I'm telling you what, still feeling like I want to throw up looking at it. Y'all, it's so beautiful how what love can do, help you persevere through the obstacles. Y'all can be together regardless of what other people say. Like that is true unconditional love. It's so beautiful that y'all are going to experience that in this life. There's a lot of people who don't have the privilege of experiencing unconditional love in this life. So that's all I had for you, Pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me tap into your energy. It helped me out so much because I am sick and I feel at least not a headache right now. So yeah, that's all I have for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day or night. Bye. Hello to those who have just in the last pile 4. I'm going to be speaking in a very quiet voice because I am sick right now. So I'm sorry if my voice sounds raspy in some parts or if I cough. This is supposed to be separated into like a Celtic like cross, in different sections. I cannot fit it all, so I just put whatever I can down. The first section was supposed to be your person's true intentions towards you, but then they told me to put nothing, that there was nothing for that pile. And then I was like, well, can you give pile 4 as an explanation for that? And then they said they shouldn't be thinking these things of you. They put the little depressed emoji like 2 times. So we'll get into what that could possibly be, because that was their true intentions. Like, it's just not that hard to tell you the true intent. Maybe you're just not meant to find out because maybe it'll change your bias or something. But anyways, now this is the second section, and this is the obstacles, challenges they're going to face regarding their feelings towards you, and it's the Hanged Man. Throughout your whole reading, I was channeling the song, and I'm getting it again. It's by Tanashi, and it's like, I can see the future, see the future. Also, besides the song, I was getting such an eerie feeling while I was putting down the cards. Like, I felt kind of odd in your person's energy. I don't know if they're going through it. It's one thing to be eccentric. I tapped into that. I feel like sneezing now. Maybe this person's making plans in motion and they're hiding it from you. Whenever you feel like you're gonna sneeze or your nose is itchy, whenever it comes to tarot, it means that thing's coming like right away. It's coming very, very soon. But I got an eerie feeling with it, so I don't know how you're going to interpret this person's energy whenever they come in. I'm really tapping into someone who has feminine energy. That's this person. This person's obstacle whenever it comes to this connection is that they're too kind and gentle. That's how they view the world in that lens. And that's an obstacle because someone who is like that does not have enough experience or is too scared to take action on their wants, desires. This person is a very optimistic and hopeful person. So I think this person has tried or is currently trying to dabble in magic, tarot, the occult. They have seen some successes in like some arenas in it, but then whenever it comes to actually doing spell work or making manifestations, they've taken a huge L and they're like, why? And I'm not surprised if they're trying to manifest you. The issue is that they're taking no action. And since non-action is a form of action, that's telling the universe, whoever they believe in, that they don't actually want what they want, or they don't even deserve it. This person is healthy though. Like, I think they have a good head on their shoulders whenever it comes to their anger issues or mommy issues, daddy issues. I'm not even surprised if they've done a lot of healing work in regards to that. I don't want to trash on this person too much. It just feels like they're way too much in their divine feminine energy. You need to have a yin and a yang whenever it comes to your energy to be able to be comfortable in both masculine and feminine energy, to be able to tap into them properly and execute them, not go too much into detriment and extremes. And I feel like this person has yet to tap into the masculine side of them. Even though this person, maybe they've been through stuff, trauma is not holding them back because this person has done a lot of healing work. This person's actually pretty mature. It's just the fact that they just need more practice with masculine energy and being able to tap into it. I'm not surprised if this person's not even in your life. Or let's say like you're trying to attract them, it's like, why is it not working? It's because you deserve someone better in your life, I'm not gonna lie. And if you deserve someone in their balanced energy, and this person's energy is imbalanced, despite this person being really, really kind, being really nice, you're probably so confused this whole time. You're trying to create scenarios and trying to talk with them. I'm not surprised if you have been the one trying to create action, and it's this person's fault, to be honest. So now we're gonna go on to the next one. This next section is, how does this person think you feel towards them? So the amount of majors that have came out in your reading is insane, and I think this is reflecting, I was going to say, the buoyancy. What that means is the ability for an object in fluid-like substance to flow. I think this is tying back into the yin and the yang. You have a perfect or almost perfect balance of yin and yang, but I want to say perfect. Something else I wanted to mention too, whenever I was putting down these cards, and it's funny that these Two of Swords are showing up in reverse. I believe 3 out of these 4 piles, the Two of Swords has came out in reverse, and that's because whenever I put them back, I put them all upright and they just come out reverse. With the Two of Earth over here, this person feels like you have a knowing about them. Your intuition's like A1. I was getting the word fledgling, so they think that you see them as a fledgling, like as in they're new into spirituality, they're new into this career endeavor, because I don't know how really you know this person, but you're the woman there and this person's the man there. They look like they're fresh little fish in the ponds, and you got a lot of experience, you went through a lot of battles. You're trying your best to connect to them in a friendly level. And now this Two of Earth is linking over here with this Ace of Pentacles and the Magician card. They feel like there's something off with you. They feel like you're too good to be true. I'm not surprised if you've tried making advances to this person. They've shrugged them off. They've kept the conversation super brief. And it's because they're very distrustful and for your energy. Why would this person with all these tricks up their bag, in a sense, they're kind of seeing you like God, goddess, like why would this God want to bother with the little puny being like me? You kind of trigger this person's fight or flight mode. They're the freeze type. Just know that the more action you take to try to get to know them, no matter where your intentions are at, they're automatically just going to freeze up and not talk. Here with the Lover's card, I'm actually getting the interpretation. He's packing up and leaving her kind of high and dry, and she's like, what? Like, I thought I was the perfect model for this gig. He didn't even say anything. He just walks away in silence without explaining himself. The amount of self-sabotage here is insane, and I think this person is aware that they're self-sabotaging, but that's how they feel more comfortable, is staying away from you. You'd think the Lover's card, that's a beautiful, gorgeous card. A great card to get for a business too, especially if this is like a business endeavor. You would be great to help them succeed or advance in their industry. They're not taking advantage of you and what you can give them. They're just leaving you high and dry. They're self-sabotaging. The person's probably insecure because they are not on your level or because they could never in their mind advance to your level. So there's a sense of immaturity about this person. And with the Two of Swords in reverse, this person is definitely not ready to embark on anything with you. Even if it's like a group activity, they can't stand it. I'm not even surprised if the more you try to pursue this person, the more you try to see them in public, the more they side-eye you, the more they feel like if they're hating your energy or they want to see you in a bad light, they want to pick anything to sabotage this connection. So I guess that's why this makes sense, guys. The true intentions, this person shouldn't be thinking these things about you and then two sad faces. It's because this person doesn't mean it in their true intentions. Imagine a little chihuahua if they could talk and you get them mad and they start like yelling a bunch of things, cussing at you. That's what would have came out of this person's true intentions, but this person kind of doesn't really mean it if they really look deep enough. And I think this person has looked deep enough because this person actually is mature whenever it comes to their healing work. Interesting how you just trigger a bunch of wounds in them and you're just being yourself. You're just trying to be nice, if anything. So how do they think you feel towards them? They know eventually you two have to come to an agreement on something. If this is like y'all are meant to have a soul contract, they're just really terrified of getting to that point of needing to come together and like reconcile, have your cake and also eat it too, but in an equal way. If this is work, they know eventually they can't be treating you like this for long because I think you're very well liked. You have a good reputation. They can't be being mean to you over here with the Two Swords. Like they can't be glaring at you and stuff because it's going to start affecting their reputation. So eventually they're going to have to come to a compromise with you. So funny that they're seeing this in their head because if they're coming at it like if you're combative, you got this negative perspective of them when you don't. I'm really seeing this in there. And honestly, you were the Two of Earth. That's how they saw you. They know you're not coming from bad intentions. They're just coming from such a combative energy. So then now it comes over here and it's talking about you with the Temperance card. It's funny how you keep on coming up as majors. They think you want to come to a compromise and a resolution, but you're coming at it in such like an adorable energy, very pure-hearted, light energy. Like, oh, it's okay. Like we can take our time. I don't mind just getting to know you slowly. You just feel so fucking cute, bro. And also to mention, I'm not surprised if you're like a Sagittarius. And now, but this is how they're gonna feel about it. So once they're forced to make this offer, and not really offer, just come to a compromise with you, especially in this physical reality, if this has been brewing in the spiritual, this probably explains their behavior, but now they're super hesitant. It's like, imagine dragging someone across the mall and they're like, no, yeah, I want to go with you. And they're just not moving, and it's like, so do I gotta drag you? And they're like, yeah. So then you drag them, it's like, what the fuck? You probably think that this person is actually really immature or very stubborn in their ways, and I feel like you're the type of person where you keep on trying to vie for this person's attention and like. You want this person to like you. Just keep wondering why this person don't like me. You know those people who self-sabotage? They think that they have such like a great friend and their friends starting to make accolades. Them sitting in a group with a bunch of friends next to the friend who has made great accolades and they're just silent. They don't want to talk to anyone. They're just grumpy. And the friend who has made accolades asks them, what's good? And then the other person's like, oh no, I'm fine. That's the kind of interaction like you both have or you both are going to have once you talk in person. Here with the Eight of Water in reverse, you bring out the malefic side of their energy. I'm not surprised if you're the first person, especially with water, you're the first person that they have treated like this with. Probably even shocks them, like, why am I being so mean to Pal 4? You know, Pal 4 is just being kind to me because you're triggering like an awakening in them. The only major they've came out right is the Star. It's them once again grumpily accepting fate. They're not wanting to do the inner reflection, not the inner work. Why am I treating Pal 4 like this? Do they even deserve this? Clearly you don't. And then it's just like, oh, I guess I have to be nice to them. I guess I have to try to get to know them. And then the Death card, I was channeling the message, don't be afraid or willing to take their cup or take their offer. Believe it or not, deep, deep down, on the insides of this person. They actually do want to come to a compromise with you. They actually have a lot of admiration and respect for you. I just don't even think this person even wants to acknowledge that part. But once this person is forced to acknowledge the bad things they're doing to you, then they're going to be forced to acknowledge the fact that you're actually a great person. You're such an amazing opportunity. Like, people would probably be like, why the fuck are you brushing off Pal for? Like, they're such a great person to add into your life. They're just so confused what they're self-sabotaging. This person is even more terrified to face the fact they like you a lot. Like, as a person, I'm not trying to say like crushy feelings. You're actually an amazing person. So, yeah, but that's hidden really deep beneath. Now, this next section is going to be in the past, how did your person feel towards you? It's random that I'm getting this now, but if you felt drawn for some reason to Pile 1, to watch Pile 1, because I think it'll go more into depth into the idiosyncrasies. I forgot the word, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Into this situation because there's a lot of nuances. This is the strength card, guys. Okay, in the past, how did they feel towards you? They're the wolf, you're the woman. They felt so miserable and lonely. The fact that someone amazing, bright, and amazing, like the strength card, came into their life, it's them, and then they're the wolf. So they've been stuck and stagnant, have never met a spiritual person. They've never had a deep connection, and they were content with laying there and being stagnant like that for the rest of their life. The issue is that not only did someone on their level, spiritual level, came into their life, someone who is a lot more amazing, who has actually been living in their healthy masculine energy too, and has done the work on themselves and has taken action on things in their life. It's a great example of how spiritual persons should be. This is how they see you. So now you've come in, you're just like, oh my gosh, hi. You're just trying to help them out. To say like you're trying to talk with them, and it's just like, oh, and then this is what they're thinking in their head in the past. Fuck my life. Like, now I have to talk to Pal for it. I have to acknowledge it. Like, spirit wants me to interact with this. Is, oh my god. And they wish that you could have let them lay there, never met you. But now that they've met you, it's them still being in this mourning phase of the past stagnant phase in their life that they now have to leave behind. I'm not even surprised if when you met this person, they started going through a depression, or this is not funny, it's sad. You get me? It's over the fact that they're mourning their low vibrational life. Now they have to go to a high vibrational one. Especially in the past, this is you taking like the most action, I think, in this connection. You trying your best to get this person to do stuff with you, and they were just super reluctant, or they just trying to avoid you. But in the past, with the King of Earth, how did they think you saw them? You're the woman in there, and it's like you take charge. You know your worth. You want to help everyone else out. You're just such a great, amazing person. They're there in the background, but they're just standing there, not saying anything, not doing anything. They think that you found them annoying for the fact that they were immovable, or the fact that they were reluctant to want to talk with you or interact with you or to listen. I don't know, just taking your advances. With the King of Fire, oh wow, two kings came out, I just realized that. And then two majors, this is kind of pivotal. Oh, this person's funny. Anyways, with the King of Fire, I'm really getting a father figure. So I don't know whose father this is or father figure this is. This could also be, this is work, someone watching over you too, so like a boss. This father figure made comments to one of y'all. If it's the boss, maybe even both, or make jokes around the office in front of y'all, will both do your connection, because it's so clear, King of Earth, the dynamic that y'all had, where you're just a go-getter type of person, you're such an agreeable, likable person, and you're trying your best to get this person to move, and they're just like, and it's just comical to this King of Fire. If no one had ever made a comment to you in the past about this connection, this person's father figure made a comment to them, just poking fun. Just to give a little more detail into this father figure, person gets high a lot. Also wrapped around here is, I believe, the symbol that is on the New Mexico flag. So something could resonate there. The capital of New Mexico, I believe, is Santa Fe. I think this is this person's father figure, because now it's moving down to the Empress about the past. And it's you looking at your mother figure, but it's in reverse, because you were not supposed to know that this person knew this, or How this person found this information out, I don't even know. That's why I'm telling you, I think this person has occult abilities, and I think that this is how they found out, where they scribed it. Whenever you use a crystal ball to see visions or something. So yes, at first this was happening. The father made comments, right? That's the next chronological thing that happened. The next chronological thing that happened was that this person decided to see, like, check up on you, and was like, why not see how Paul 4 is doing? And I'm sure they thought that you were having like an amazing life too. It's just like, why not? Did some little magic to see what you were doing. And they saw, I don't know how they found this out, that your mother neglected you in your childhood, or is currently or in the past they were currently neglecting you, and you were trying your best so much to vie for her attention, to try to give her things, to try to build the trust, but it was like a one-way street. And that's when this person started feeling so much fucking guilt. It's literally the reflection of the dynamic that was happening between you two. And it's like, damn, look at Paw 4, coming out there as a little bunny, receiving no love or trust, and if anything, receiving negative repercussions for trying their best to build their connection with their mother. And that's like exactly what I'm doing at Paw 4. So it feels kind of trippy. Current feelings towards you. Channeling the phrase "no surprise," the R they're supposed to represent like a rune. I kind of don't really know, but I'm getting that they could have an initial in their name that's an R. I'm getting the scenario of that woman in there is trying her best to remember something off the top of her head. An analogy to this could be, you're trying to think of a word. You remember the first letter, but it has like a meaning to you, the whole word, but you forgot the word. This woman has tried so many things to pour on her head or hit her head, go upside down so that way she could think of that word, but she can't. The whole point of this is she's trying too hard to remember a specific word, when she could have just been like, like, it's okay, I'll just think of it later, and then it'll probably come to her. The best ideas come to you when you don't even try to think of them. It's like that. This person is stuck in analysis paralysis, or wants things done a certain way. It's how this person goes about life, though, because, hell, the hangman came up to represent their obstacles, challenges they're going to face regarding their feelings towards you. This is an obstacle throughout their whole life. Like, this is how they go about things. I'm not surprised this person has issues forgiving others, because they can't forget what happened, or they want things to go a certain way, and if it's not going a certain way, well, I'm going to wait until what happens. I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make sure, I'm going to force it onto whatever it is. That's just not the way to go. This person needs to learn how to let loose, allow life sometimes to take the course. They always want to have the reins over their life. They never give their reins up to spirit. This is tying in presently with you because this person doesn't know how to cope about the situation with you, or how to take action. But the good thing is now at this point, because in the past they were sad and they were like, oh, don't want to leave the way I was doing things before behind. But now they're at a phase where they've already come to accept it. So now they're out of this little depressive phase. And if anything, you know how I told you in the past, this person would have probably glared at you, or would have just been very reluctant to work together with you. Now they're just straight up ghosting you, avoiding you, because now they're at a point where they have to come to a decision. Person is excited and ready to come to a decision about you. They're aware that if they make this decision about you, it's going to change the course of their life. They've already come to this acceptance. They're fine with it. But now they're at a point where they want things to go about. Why can't they talk? Well, it's because I'm sick. They want things to go a certain way. It's just not happening. Like, let's say they tried to plant seeds, planted 4 seeds, and it's like, I'm gonna wait till one of them flourishes. I've already set up the variables and everything. Everything's gonna be great. But now look at them. They're just sitting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting without thinking, like, is there any other option besides these seeds? These seeds have not even flourished. It's probably been like a month or two. They're still betting on a dying horse. There you go. Betting on a dead horse. I think that's the saying. I've already shown you the flaws in this person's perspective currently. Now it's up to them to change up their mind about this. We'll see what happens in the future. Now, this next section, what is your person's future feelings going to be towards you? I'm sorry about my voice. I'm channeling the song, The Girl with the Tattoo. This is pretty funny. The expected outcome. Sorry, I'm talking weird. So they're clearly not going to get out of this energy. Okay, they're going to forever be stuck there. So that's why spirit is going to drop kick this person's face off of the fucking steering wheel of their life, and it's going to force themselves to take hold of it. So what that means is there is an unwise interaction that's going to occur. I feel like vomiting. What the I feel like my voice has gotten worse and worse with this reading. I think it's showing this person's antsiness. Like my hands are starting to get very, very clammy. I feel kind of sweaty. This is how this person's gonna feel because they have no control over the outcome. The person's got a control issue. You know how this woman is being thrown in the water there, and then the guy's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Okay, there's going to be a happenstance, circumstance that happens. Only the divine could make this happen. Such a funny, ironic way of the way things are playing out. You both see each other at the hospital, are just basically put in a social situation outside of work and forced to interact. Y'all have to this time. They don't even mind interacting with you. They don't even mind talking with you because at this point, their emotions about the situation, they've already healed and come to an acceptance to it. The issue is the fact that they're such a freaking control freak. This was not a part of the plan. So here you are, you're probably going to be talking with them, coming at them with the same energy you've always been coming at them with. I don't know how this person's going to react because this person's first instinct is to freeze up and not say anything. It's a 5 of water because they're forced to not self-sabotage and they're forced to at least talk. I don't know how you're going to view this interaction. I'm not surprised if you view them as like, oh, they still don't like me. They actually like you a lot. I'm not surprised if this is romantic, okay? They've actually grown quite a bit of feelings for you. You're just an amazing person. Are the epitome of woman who deserves respect. You give me who deserves admiration, deserves all the amazing things in life. You truly do deserve the world power for. And at this point, they've come to accept this and they do believe this. But I'm not surprised if they have a very difficult time even showcasing that they like you like this. That see, I don't even know if this person would have still reacted. Like my hands are so clammy. I wouldn't even be surprised if this person still reacted like this, even though things went according to plan. But because things are definitely not according to plan, not even surprised if they sound like they're mad while talking to you or annoyed. They're trying to force a conversation that they clearly don't want, and you're just like, oh, okay. This next section is gonna be how does society or people in general view y'all's connection together. It's really interesting how this is all playing out, guys. The 2 swords cards, I don't look at them before I put them down, so I just put them down intuitively. 2 swords carded together, 2 cups carded together, 2 4s and 2 9s came out. That's crazy. The amount of like synchronicities that came out in your reading. What do you know? Now I feel better about talking. I don't know if this is society in general because I was getting that you are a likable person. This could be these person's people that see you like this because I got the word nasal cavity and then I got like this disgusting, like keep that away from me. Ugh. The woman is there and she's happy, beautiful, and that's supposed to represent you. You're just gorgeous. You're always happy. You have a great vibe to you. You're a great person, but I feel the people they're surrounded by would not like you or would self-sabotage the connection by talking bad about you, saying that this person deserves better. Yeah, they don't like you at all. They definitely don't like y'all's connection together if y'all were to come together, even in a friendship. This would kind of make sense, I guess, in like a co-worker vibe. A lot of people spread gossip that can lead to people bad mouthing y'all, say people are jealous that you two are together. And I think this is how your people see it. With the 4 swords, they see you as wanting nothing to do, having nothing to do with this person. They would be shocked. I was getting the word mortified, so maybe there is something controversial about you two coming together. They see you as a fine young woman, intelligent, amazing at what you do in your career. You still have so many goals and great accolades to still achieve, and you went for this kind of person that's like honestly your people are kind of judging you because it's like why are your standards so low now. And then I got phrase kill them with kindness, so I think once again you're very very kind. It's really cute energy you got about you. But at the same time, first I think that your people would say this. It's like, well, what does Power Force see and whoever they just have a connection with currently that we don't see? This person has got to have something in them or multiple things in them that we're judging based off a book of a cover. People are more apt to self-reflect and think this is a reflection of you. I'm not surprised you're surrounded by high vibing people. They're open to getting to know this person, but they're very curious about them. But their people would judge them, and it's just low vibrational. You get me? With the Nine of Air, I was getting the phrase step out of your comfort zone. This is how your person is going to be when first interacting with your people, your family. You know the vibe of water, the vibes I was telling you. This is how they're going to act like whenever they meet your people. Uncharted territory, unknown variables. Mention variables that maybe this person's very logical, going for something in like that science field. This person likes you enough to step out of their comfort zone and throw themselves in uncharted territory. So they're willing to show their love for you. One way to do that, and admiration for you, and one way to do that is by sacrificing themselves. Not humble myself to have respect, Pal for. I'll do what needs to be done so that way Pal 4 knows that I care about them and the people who are around them. And it's so funny because now it's coming over here to Four Cups. It's talking about you. How you're going to be handling the connection with their people. The reason why I mentioned the difference between high vibrational and low vibrational, right? Clearly, your person's people are low vibrational. I think you can see that from a mile away. I think you're very good at discerning and making judgments on other people. So because of this, you're not going to bother interacting with their people. If you're visiting with a bunch of their friends or a bunch of their family, you're just not going to bother talking with them. You're just going to stay in your own lane, be so curious about everything else but them. If anything, if you're starting up conversations, it's just about the furniture. It's nothing personal. And likewise, like that's exactly how they want to handle the connection with you too, because they don't like you. Also, your person's people are not going to like that your person puts you on a pedestal and does not put them on a pedestal, does not treat you equally. They feel like it's unfair, the amount of attention and admiration your person is giving to you. So with that in mind, I think this person's going to be very touchy with you. If they're your friend, they're going to want to include you on things, and it's just like, what the fuck, just leave her alone. Just have it only be us. Those are very territorial in a sense, how their people feel towards them. Your person's going to actively want to include you and not leave you behind, not try to leave you out of the cold. Wow, what a great moment. This next section is going to be Spirit's advice on how to deal with this connection. I'm channeling the song Mo Mamba by Wes, I think. I forgot the artist name. With the Empress, Spirit's telling you to do your own thing and to not be concerned about them. A little obstacle for you to face, not a little, honestly, I think it's a pretty big obstacle, is for you to stop taking care of other people and to focus on you, on your goals. The thing is that I feel like you're such a fucking abundant person that you feel like, why not share, why not give to other people? Whatever comes around goes around, but you don't do it so you can get good karma. You're just a good person. You feel great giving, but Spirit's telling you that you need to, for now, distance yourself from people who don't give to you. Sadly, this isn't just the first example of someone who isn't given to you. This is many people. Hell, even your mother came up. Only talk with people if they only talk to you. Only have other people come up to you. Don't come up to them. Especially don't offer gifts. Unless someone's asking you for help, then so be it. Because your issue is not you giving to the wrong people. You're giving too much energy that you deserve to have for yourself at this time. Let's say if you're volunteering, this advice is to take a break from it. Take like a month or two break from it. Focus on free time to yourself, pampering yourself. And this is not you being greedy or selfish. This is you knowing your worth, needing time to heal. And so with the Five of Earth there, that's representing this person being down bad in your eyes, or they're low vibrational. And to be honest, it's to leave them behind. Have them catch up to you. Have them talk to you. They gotta pick up their own shit. They gotta deal with their own stuff. The Five of Earth to energetically not break free totally from them, but ignore them. Set up boundaries. Do everything else but visit them or check up to see how they're doing. Stop caring about people forward that don't give you the time of day. This person got their own thing going on and it's not your fault. You're already grown, you're healed, you're well developed, so be about it. Be a boss ass independent bitch is what they're telling you. This last section is going to be what's going to be the outcome of your connection together. I was kind of excited because all Earth cards almost came out until the last card, which is Six of Water, but even then, it's right next to the other six. This whole reading has encapsulated how much of an amazing, intuitive being you are, how far you have gone in your healing work, so much abundance and great things coming for you. So, you know how I told you the advice, which was to focus on yourself? So, here with the Ace of Pentacles, that's representing having a new, fresh start, but that's with yourself. This is you now on the outcome, going internally, also in the physical reality, starting to express selfish qualities that you would have never thought you would do, which is mean telling people no. The example with the volunteering, now instead of volunteering, now you're just focusing on other business adventures. If you kind of had like a savior complex, you don't have people around you that need saving, or you're not saving other people. Just keeping to yourself now, minding your own. If you have a career counseling or being a doctor where you have to help other people, you have now implemented healthy boundaries with your patients or clients that won't overstep, as in, like, you won't put your emotions into them. It's okay if they just want to up and drop you, move to someone else, or maybe they just want to up and drop you and never go back to counseling. You give me, like, you don't check up on them. This is really, really beautiful because you were already such a stunning, gorgeous individual. Now, here, Spirit is so proud of the progress you have made, how far you have came. To change this personality characteristic of you was probably very hard, but they're so proud of you, and it's like, of course, Powerful was able to do it. You have so much experience in learning lessons, and of course, this is just another one of the ones that Powerful had to overcome, even though it must have been difficult for you. I'm also getting gardening. This is really odd. A sign that you have healed is you start getting into movies that have a lot of scenery in it. I was getting gardening. So I don't know if you're going to get into gardening, but honestly, I think this has to do with cinematography, photography, like the background in your wallpaper start being a bunch of leafy stuff. That's a sign that you're at the stage in the outcome where you've healed. But once you reach this state of self-love with the devil in reverse, now it's reached to the pinnacle of this person needs you now. Like, sexual desires are running through their mind hardcore, just about you. Maybe this is what they needed to push them to make a move or treat you properly. They need you now. This person had already liked you and the qualities you embodied. And keep in mind that this person probably felt even kill about everyone else. It wasn't just you. Or avoidant of everyone else, but now it comes to the point of this outcome where, yes, they want to get to know you, but to be honest, one of their first goals is to sleep with you, get sexual pleasure from you. But I'm not blaming them. If they had an ideology, if they want to stay celibate till marriage, if it's not that they haven't had intercourse in a very, very long time, they just need to release it. Even just you sending them a naked picture would be enough to satisfy this lusty side of them. But now getting the song again, the girl with the dragon tattoo. Interesting. Now I'm getting to mention this. Miguel. So Miguel sings it. He did a live that I came across on TikTok, and someone recorded it. The girl with the dragon tattoo. Oh, it is such a gorgeous, sensual, such a fucking good song, y'all. He literally reproduced the whole song again on live. I assume he was walking fans through it, and he made the background, he made the beat, every single little detail in the background music, and then he sang it. Y'all, this man, no auto tune. He straight up sang exactly like how he sang in the fucking song. Oh god, the talent of that man. And my point is, this man was so talented, and I think the example of Miguel is him. So, or this guy, this girl, whatever. This girl is as talented as him. Like, once again, you're being vibrationally aligned to someone who is, in a sense, like a genius like you, or has a lot of skills and abilities like you, very multifaceted. But even though I can't respect that man's song, I can't respect him as a person, because that man was married to this woman for like a long time, and he constantly ferociously cheated on her. It was so bad. I feel so bad for that. Was such a gorgeous wife he had with her too. I forgot her name, but they're already like divorced. But I think there's a reason why I'm mentioning that. Maybe this person was married in the past and you know this person to be a cheater. You already have an inkling that this person is non-committal, or they're in a phase in life where they don't want to have marriage yet. When this person is going to come at you with this devil energy, you're going to see them as a player, that they're not taking you seriously at all. Even if this person tries to hide, they have the sexual energy for it. Like, it's just going to exude out. Once again, you're so good at reading energy, reading whenever someone's being manipulative or not, is hiding something from you or not. You're going to just sense this, like, they just want to sleep with me. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse, it's showing that this person is going to try their best to hide things from you that they want to avoid the topic. It's funny because you can see right through it here, the Six of Earth. You already know what they're hiding, why they're hiding it. And it's, oh God, you should see me right now. I'm rubbing my forehead because I'm just so stressed. I feel like if anything, now you have disgust for them, or you're seeing them as like beneath you, as like they're inferior to you. I'm only interacting with you because like they say spirit told me to. Honestly, you're just like trash. Like I don't know what I saw in you. Maybe it took you to get into this energy, the selfish energy. I guess you can call it selfish. I think it's you healthily guarding and setting boundaries with people, but now you're looking at them and it's just like, ugh, like what did I ever see in you? Like, why does spirit still want me to interact with this person? But anyways, but I do see that this person is actively pursuing you, and is in this outcome, they're still trying to talk with you and get to know you. They're courting you. The only reason you're even bothering to talk with this person is because you know this connection is divinely guided and there's something that you both have to learn from it, but it's just like filthy trash is kind of how you just want to treat them. Like anything, you want to treat them cold, distant, and comes around, goes around. So I guess found that you were to be in this energy. So even though this person is going to try to pursue you and court you here with the Six of Earth, that's you kind of moving on to way better things. You're seeing as you would have settled with this person. They don't deserve you. This is you moving on to another suitor. But this honestly feels like you're going to move on to a long-term relationship with someone else. This is co-workers. This is you becoming best friends with someone with upper management. This person is going to be intimidated by that. And then with the Six of Water, I was getting the phrase naked and afraid. So I think now you have full reign of this connection. You want to walk away and say bye and just close this chapter in your life. Focus on just better things to put your energy in, to be honest. You feel obligated to stay in it. So I'm not even surprised if the longer you stay in this connection here in this outcome, like the more you start low-key like bullying them, call them out, you poke the bear constantly, but they never have a bad reaction. They're either silent or they just laugh it off, or they try to tell you will come back and it's just you shut it down. It's just humiliating and embarrassing for this person, to be honest, and you don't mind staying the connection at all because it's just comical to you. And in some other pile, I used the phrase have your cake and eat it too. It was because that's what this person wanted. It was selfish of this person to even desire a healthy give and take because they were never giving it to you. So now that they're giving it to you, it's only justice, like it's only fair for you to now only be eating your cake for whatever amount of time. So over here with the Ten of Pentacles, it's them feeling they're an option, and then you're choosing to open every single present except for them, like you're gonna leave them for last. But I'm not feeling them feel sad. There's just a sense of hollowness to this person where it's just like, I guess whatever happens, you're just kind of surrendering to Spirit's plan and seeing what'll happen from there. And now that you have full reins of the connection, it's up to you to decide if they're the right one to be in your life or if you deserve someone better. One of the reasons why, I don't know what's going to come of this connection, but one of the reasons why y'all are meant to still talk with one another, still be in each other's lives right now, they deserve to see someone like you giving the same treatment back to them. The karma is meant to play out like that. Okay, well, that's all I have for you guys. Pretty open-ended there, but that's all I have for you. Please like, dislike, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys can stay safe out there and not get sick. Bye.